So at this restaurant right around the corner from where the Met Gala was happening. So I'm a hostess. I'm not from New York. Rudy Giuliani walks in. How could I possibly know who Rudy Giuliani is? I'm like, this guy, he didn't have a reservation.
Did he bring up 9/11?
He came in with his nurse. I'm like, ooh, this guy looks like he sleeps in a coffin. He looks a little bit familiar. He goes...
He does have.
It was horrible.
He does have Dracula vibes.
It was horrible. Rudy Giuliani walks in and goes, "Can I have a table for two?" And I was like, "We're really very busy." Like,
America's mayor? You did that to America's mayor?
What's wrong?
How could I possibly?
What did he
know?
say?
He went, "Are you sure?" I was like, "I'm gonna have to go and check, sir. Like, I don't know why you would come in here without a reservation." I walk back. The guys are looking at me like, "That's Rudy fucking Giuliani, you stupid bitch. Put him wherever." I'm like, "I was just kidding, Rudy."
He didn't pull the, do you know who I am?
No, I don't recognize names and faces. He didn't say, "I'm Rudy Giuliani, you dumb cunt." No,
I love that you shaded Rudy Giuliani.
I didn't mean
I'm sorry, miss. You're gonna have to wait before we take another caller.
Did you ever make room for him at some point then?
I think I told an old couple, "Get the fuck up right now. Rudy Giuliani's here," or something. I don't. You're gonna, move it along.
President Obama, you're gonna have to rise from your seat.
It was years ago. I'm like, this guy looks familiar.
Kicked out a family of 9/11 survivivors.
Yeah, probably.
Rudy Giuliani.
Somebody in a wheelchair. I'm like, okay, goodbye. No,
Forget the nails. Just go. How untoward of me.
There, you might see my tits, but there's nothing there anyway. Like, if
what
you
was,
like the
what
chick
was the
on
point
the pod,
of starting it? Yeah.
I don't know. If you like the chick, it's like free money. First of all, people just give you money to like go to Target. I don't know. Where are people getting all of these things? But when stand up was over for a little while, I was like, what the fuck else am I doing? Yeah.
Yes, you're spreading your ass line for $1,000.
Yeah. Well, one time, one person, $1,000.
Right.
First,
did you have to make him sign a waiver like he wouldn't put it on Instagram or anything?
Yeah, you wouldn't release your ass to the world.
No, he seemed like a real straight shooter.
It's all right. We all make mistakes, Jimmy.
I will not bring up all the comments about the cold AC and Keanu.
I know Keanu's names are out. I've been looking at him all show. Keanu, I haven't been able to do this show. God forbid we see nipples. I know, but I haven't been able to do this show. And you keep it so goddamn cold in here.
You know what, Alex? We had the AC up, and Alex said, "No, we need it cold. We need it cold, dog."
I think Keanu might be.
Zoom in. Look at those. Look at those. I think you're distracting me this whole time. You got the nipples in my face.
I'm sorry. I apologize. How untoward of me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Keanu Cast. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Tell me now, or I'll start screaming. Oh, good. Wonderful. Thank you. Hi, welcome to Keanu Cast, ladies and gentlemen. Whee! Butt rug babies assemble. We love it. We can't get enough. We can't. We have a very exciting show tonight. Jake and Louie are coming on. One's a puppet, one's a man. One's a man, one's a puppet. One's a puppet, one's a man. And we have Lubi from Compound Media coming on. She's an incomparable comedian. And of course, as always, my co-host Mickey will be here in just a moment. Isn't that exciting? We're going to award the Untoward Award winner from last night. Wow, what a great show last night. A little long. It was a little bit long, but that's how me and Mickey do. That's how Kiki and Mickey do. So we can't get enough. We can't. Everybody here right now. Let's Puppet, Puppet. That's 60 Kiki bucks for everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're very excited. What a day! What a show we have in store. You have no idea. It's just gonna be a bacchanal. Tomorrow, check me out with Chrissy Mayer and Violet Brandani on our new show Nightlife, starting at 9 p.m., where we shit on all of the outfits that the men and women of Manchester and Liverpool is our place tomorrow. What they wear on their nights out. It's really very fun. And we have a special guest tomorrow. You know him, you love him, Cecil. So that's tomorrow. And we're very excited about that. We can't get enough. We can't. As you know, our fair sponsor, Reed Street Soap Company. Right here, I have an untoward candle. But get yourself a Keanu Cast candle. Get yourself a Bacchanal candle, get a Betrothed by Bisconti candle, get a Kiki After Dark candle, get a Michaeline candle. Again, that is Reed Street Soap Company, ladies and gentlemen. Promo code Kiki Bucks for 15% off. Isn't that marvelous? I'm covered in self tanner, and do my hands? Yep, I see it. My hands look dark. You got to really fix that, but it's hot outside. So everybody, it's going to be a fun show. We're going to get Michaeline in here in just a second because I know we're all loving Michaeline and waiting for Michaeline to arrive or one of her characters. So everybody buckle in, grab a White Claw, grab a cigarette or whatever your oral fixation is. I don't care if it's a toothpick or a straw. And we're going to get into a Keanu Cast, ladies and gentlemen. Keanu Cast 51. Keanu Cast 51. Let's get Michaeline in here. Let's see. Whee! All right, watch this. It looks like you've been doing manual labor. Yes, it does. You can never get it off of your hands. 1, 2, and 3. Watch this. Michaeline! Michaeline! Come here now. There she is.
What? What do you want?
He speaks. Well, I would like for you to come and co-host the show with me. Do you mind? Are you busy?
No, I like to do that.
I love
like
it.
that.
Hi, Michaeline.
Yay. Hi, Keanu.
Hi, Mommy.
How are you?
I am well.
We're both pretty in pink. It was just an accident.
Oh my gosh, we're matching.
We're matching.
I have a Mother's Day gift for you coming, by the way.
Oh, you do? Wow, thanks.
It's a bag of shit.
That's really mean.
It's a bag of Gino's shit.
That's really mean.
As to say,
Really shush. Shush, shush.
as to say,
I can't wait.
I love you to the poon and back. That didn't work. I didn't plan that, and I thought I would just tell you. I was going to surprise you, but I ordered it last night, and it has to do with something for our Wednesday show next week. Well, part of it does.
I'm happy. That's wonderful. So, I can't dance. Don't ask me. I can't dance. Don't ask me.
Oh, we're out for the bang.
Go. Absolutely.
Let's play a song to warm up.
Okay.
Since you were dancing,
Yeah.
Lubi will be here, and Jake and Louie will be here. We're very excited about that.
Yeah, I
Excited.
can't wait to see them.
Also, the mime is busy, but Robert tried.
She's got a very busy schedule.
Well, I'm also like, obviously, I don't really want the mime here sullying our
our stellar show.
show,
People.
but I did love the mime.
Yeah.
And then it's like last time we had fucking.
Wasn't
The other
exactly what we
ventriloquist time.
expected, really.
It was hilarious. I really loved that mime.
Yeah.
But the mime is busy. How much work can a mime be getting? I don't understand.
I don't.
It's a Wednesday night. What does she have to do? She has some glass box to get to. Thank you for laughing. I didn't even have to say, now you laugh.
I was just thinking. Yeah, I was just thinking about. I was thinking about episodes and Matt LeBlanc.
Oh, so it wasn't my joke.
No. But yeah, I remember the glass box. But then I'm thinking about the episodes and the people in the glass boxes at the game show.
Episodes is the Matthew Perry.
No.
No.
Matt LeBlanc.
Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah. So Matthew Perry's in a box.
Oh, Matthew Perry is.
But not a clear box.
Oh, yeah. He's dead. He's in what we call a casket. It was good, Mickey. He is indeed in a box under the ground. He drowned in a hot tub. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry. That was untoward of us.
It was a little untoward.
We didn't mean to.
No,
yeah.
Matt LeBlanc with the girl in the clear box. Do you remember any of that? Maybe not.
No, but I love that show. Everybody check
I
it
know.
out.
You mentioned it last night.
Here, that's the answer. The mime bartends too. Okay, well that makes sense.
Behind a glass window?
Or maybe I just thought maybe she had a tug of war to get to. I'm like, how could this mime be busy? She should be waiting for our call.
I'm seeing a tug of war in the air.
Well, I guess there's a reason she doesn't
Air
really
tug of war.
Yes, an air tug of war. There's a reason she doesn't answer our calls. She can't speak. So
because she's a mime.
She's more of a texter. Idiots. Idiots.
You're funny.
You're funny. You went
You're
no.
funny.
You went no. Matthew Perry, well, he is in a box. He's dead. Oh my gosh. He died in a hot tub. Poor guy. Fools Rush In is a great movie.
It's a great movie. Absolutely.
Let's dance to start. Let's see. Here's a song. We don't know which one this is, but we're just gonna play it. It's called Keanu Cast.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Keanu Cast, kicking it with Keanu and Mickey, YouTube's finest. They're here to make you feel so groovy with every episode. They bring a smile to your face, spreading love and laughter all over the place. They're the dynamic duo, taking over the internet. Keanu's the star with your mom by your side. Bet they talk about movies, life, and everything in between. You know, when they're together, it's always a win. Keanu's got the style, rocking a retro vibe. Her mom, Mickey's wisdom, you can't help but subscribe. They're cooking up fun with their own special recipe. Entertaining the world, it's a Keanu Cast legacy.
You are wise, it says. Good.
I know. I like that. Everybody dance with us.
Yes, by yourselves.
Yeah.
Wow, that was really good. Love that.
On the Keanu Cast,
All right, we can play
kicking
another
it
one.
with Keanu and Mickey, YouTube's finest. They're here to make you feel so groovy. With every episode, they bring a smile to your face, spreading love and laughter all over the place. They're the dynamic duo, taking over the internet. Keanu's the star.
My neck.
They talk about movies, life, and everything in between. You know, when they're together, it's always a legacy.
Too good. It's too good.
Love it.
That's always fun.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Really
That
gets
was
us
that was
going.
really fun. It was great. Got me
Those are
going.
bots. We'll put Feeding the Ducks on. Jake and Louie are going to be a bit later, and of course, Lubi, be as late as you would like to be. So Jake and Lou would be here around 10, they said. But I know you're excited to meet, you're excited to meet Luby, and you're excited to see Jake and Louie once again.
Yes, and I feel like I know, Jake and Louie have been on here before, but I watched them on in Hot Water. And also Luby is on the dump and in Hot Water. I mean, I feel like I know her already.
I know.
So she's very
it's
pretty
funny
and very
because
nice.
I feel like the dump is your favorite show.
Well, it's because it's on when I'm getting ready for work, and I do
love the dump.
I do. I love the people. And by the time I get to work, then Gino's coming on, and I love that show also. But as you know, I have to be very careful about what I watch at the Young Men's Christian Association.
Yes.
YMCA. YMCA.
That's right. No, because you never know. It's like when we were listening to Howard Stern when I was in kindergarten, he's got his hand on the dial. Are they going to say something untoward? And then you're like watching it at the gym. You're like, oh,
holy cow.
Yeah, that was nothing. That was spam.
I put the volume down. I put it back up a little bit. I put the volume down. I hide it. I close it. I close my iPad. No more of this.
Let's see. Push-ups. Thank you for the $2. Love you, Kiki. Did Gino get the paper? No. I know you wrote him a note. I have not given it to him yet, but I did text you today and tell you that I would. But thank you for the $2. He will enjoy that. You're so thoughtful. Push-ups. Good old $2 push-ups. Tony has a question for Michaeline.
What work do you do besides being on with Keanu? I am.
Her work is sassiness.
Yes, I'm a fitness instructor, not a yoga instructor. Everybody goes, oh, so do you like teaching yoga? I'm not a yoga instructor. I am a fitness instructor. I teach weights and a little step and squats and lunges and
like this.
All kinds
Inhale,
of cardio and weight
exhale.
Work. And
it's like this.
Stop it. Stop it. And kettlebell. So I teach a very fun, energetic class, and it's a full body workout, weights and cardio.
Yeah, and it's really hard, and they all those women make fun of you if you kind of noodle like me. They laugh at you and they shame you, and they make you feel really bad.
They shame who? You?
Me. That's why I don't go.
They do not. They do not. All of the women and the men, there's few men. Everybody wants everybody to succeed.
Except for me. Yes, well, it's more like you're the teacher, so then you have carte blanche to make fun of me. You're like, come on, Kiki.
I have never
up those arms a little bit. It hurts.
I've never made fun of you, and I never single anybody out.
Except for me.
No, that's not true. It's been years since you've been to my class. Years.
I know. I won't go. I'm traumatized.
But I also run the desk at one of the YMCA's and babysit the weightlifters. So that's my job when I'm not here with my lovely Keanu.
Noodles live. I have muscles. Well, there you go. It's wonderful. And his hand noodles. Let's see here. What was I going to say? Also, again, here, let's give out some Kiki coins. What's the date of today, Michaeline?
It is May 8th.
May 8th. So 5/8. 58 Kiki coins for everyone here right now.
Wow. Perfect.
Isn't that exciting?
Is Gino around? My cat swallowed the bell on his collar.
What?
There's a little
naughty.
I want to ask him if he thinks it's okay.
We have a question. It's
I saw
important
him.
about the cat.
He was trying to get it
Not
out
your cat, Mickey's cat. He swallowed the bell on his collar.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be okay?
Yeah, he'll be okay. He's not pooping out though.
Well, how big of a bell?
Just a little tinkly bell, a little round.
How do you know he
Tinkly bell.
swallowed it?
Because I saw him over here, and he was like clawing at his mouth and clawing at his teeth, or I didn't know what he was doing. And certainly when I went to see about it, he's not going to let me look at him in his teeth and his mouth because he will bite me. And then he did it a little while longer, and then the bell was gone off of his collar. And
Really? You think he'll poop it out?
I think he probably will. I mean, it's just a teeny tiny bell, just like a little jingle bell.
Visconti said he'll poop it out.
Yeah.
How long ago did he swallow it?
Was this just now?
Yeah, 15 minutes ago. He always does things when I'm getting ready to do something.
Yeah, cats are.
Yeah.
I wish.
came home- Oh, go ahead.
I just wish she would swallow something.
Good morning, Kitty.
Oh my God.
No, she won't eat anything. She doesn't eat anything. No human food. A kid will always eat human food, won't he?
Some things. He doesn't know what to do with some things, though.
And then bells. That's so weird.
It just he must have been, I don't know. It's gone.
Well,
No.
maybe we need cat watch. Robert, write that down. When it becomes in every hour on the hour, we need to check on Kit the cat. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe if he runs around, he'll be like jingling.
Yeah, I don't think so. He seems okay. I mean, he seems okay. He must have got it down rather quickly.
Well, that's interesting. We'll read these. Then one of our esteemed guests is here.
Yeah.
Well, actually, look at him right now. Look at the cat right now. You don't have to take the camera, but is he all right?
Kit, where are you? Kit.
Sorry, everyone. Hi,
You
Kit.
okay?
Oh, speaking of Kit. Hello, Kitty. Hello. Thank you for the $2 push-ups. Oh, $1 push-ups. Thank you, push-ups.
Where are you, Kit? Are you okay?
Shake him.
I don't see him.
Yes, he went into the woods to die. Probably.
I'm gonna run. Oh, he's here. Come on down here, Kit. Come on. Come by me. He's just hanging around upstairs. I just saw him at the top of the steps.
He's got a jingle bell in his belly.
He does.
Why would he eat that?
He was probably playing with it to maybe it was in his way or something, and I don't know. But he was like it was almost painful looking. He was I didn't know what he was trying to dig at his teeth with. I thought something was caught in them some way, somehow. I don't know.
He needed a toothpick.
Well, he was using his claws and
Yes.
being very odd.
That's terrifying.
I felt bad for him. So,
Well, this will cheer you up. I know you've been waiting a long time to meet her because The Dump is your favorite show.
yes.
It is your favorite show. You watch it more than anything on Compound Media. So everyone subscribe to Compound Media so you can see what Michaeline likes to watch, which is The Dump with Steve Conti and co-host the incredible, incomparable comedian. And she's the co-host of The Dump on Compound Media. Everybody welcome Lubi. Hi, Lubi.
Hello. How are
Hi,
you?
it's so nice to meet you finally.
It's really
Oh
nice
my
to meet
goodness.
you too. You are gorgeous. Look at you.
Thank you. All I'm gonna say is thank you because I feel like shit. I feel like without a filter, staring at yourself in a phone, it's not a pretty sight.
It's kind of
You're beautiful.
yeah, always beautiful. Always.
Oof,
Where are you?
really
Are
like
you at
a little
home?
filter.
Are you at home? It looks almost like a hotel of sorts.
This is my bedroom that has green walls. I was aiming for a different shade, but the guy that was actually doing it was aiming for, I'm assuming, a CGI studio vibe. So that's what I ended up with. Yes.
I love it.
I can shoot interesting porn in here because I have all the green screen. So if you have any ideas,
Absolutely. Yes, I know we could put. Who knows? There's all manner of things we could put up in there.
I can Photoshop anyone.
It's like a green screen. That's good. That's very good.
Louie, yes, you look marvelous.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
You have a podcast yourself, actually, don't you?
I do. It's so difficult to plug it because the title is in Serbian, which is my native language.
That is why I didn't attempt it.
I know. That's why I didn't even send it like for plugs or anything. But I have bonus episodes in English. We had, of course, Mike Baker. We have like interesting New York comics, and I'm looking forward to having you soon.
Yes,
It will be
please.
my pleasure to have
I
you.
would love to. I would love
Yeah.
to. So, tell me, Lubi. So you're the co-host of The Dump, and you're doing a marvelous job. Everybody says it is a breath of fresh air having you. Not to shit on the former co-host, but he went his own way. But it is a breath of fresh air to have a female energy sort of on The Dump.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How are you liking it, and how do you stifle your vomit with the things that they talk about?
Well, the hardest part is actually Tuesdays with Stancil because he really eats the most random food, will burp and fart endlessly, and it just sometimes is a little hard to digest, if you will. But I'm used to it because you know how compound guys are and guys in general. But I think Tuesdays would be like when I'm always like, I'm gagging a little bit because he'll eat stuff that's like a month-old food from the dumpster or stuff like that, which is new for me. It's something to adjust to. But overall,
No, you know what, Lubi? No one should adjust to that. It's absolutely bizarre. It's wrong, and it may be entertaining, but I can't. It takes a certain kind of person to eat out of the trash. But then it is interesting because I would go, if I were Steve too, like, well, what else will he eat? So I guess you can't help it, but you're a trooper to sit there and watch him eat.
Man, it's just it's fun, and I mean I love Stancil. Stancil is hilarious. I feel like he fits into the whole dump thing, if you like, very well with everything, with his sense of humor, with his attitude, with everything. But overall, it can be a little. It's just way too many farts
and burps
per minute. You know?
Every time I see him fart into that microphone,
burp right out loud.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He holds the microphone right to his anus, basically, and farts into it.
He does.
And then every time I'm there, I forget to think, oh, he's just put his poop particles on this, you know? And
Story
you're
of
like,
my life.
Yeah. It's a lot.
That's what they do. But I am a huge fan of Dump, and I am just a huge fan of Steve's. I really, really think he's one of the funniest guys I've ever worked with or ever met. Just a natural, just my type of humor.
Me too. I always say that as well. I'm like, I fucking absolutely hilarious. I completely get. He has a bizarre yet recognizable sense of humor for me, at least. So yeah, I totally understand that.
Much like Gino, he has that thing where, I know this is gonna sound like corny,
You think
but, like,
Gino's funny?
I think Gino is great because Gino is Gino. He doesn't pretend to be anything else, and that's what people gravitate to. And I
love
think
that
Steve
about
is the
him.
same. Steve is the man of the people. Steve doesn't bullshit. Steve doesn't say anything that he doesn't feel. He's not a phony, and that translates very well with Compound crowd. And he's just funny. Steve is funny, and
he is.
Yeah.
And the things that he pulls up, the clips and I think he described that show as like, well, it's just what I find funny when I'm sitting there and taking a dump and I'm scrolling through videos on my phone, and it is funny every time. It is hilarious. So but
because he does have an impeccable sense of humor, so he doesn't miss even when he's not trying. Just to see like the oh, I'm sorry, my lighting is a little off today.
Not at all.
Even like the beginning of the dump, the whole intro when he's running out of the back. That's Steve. That's the essence of his
Best
It's
intro
really
on the network.
best intro.
Yeah, hilarious. No, it's so
And
true.
a little background story, every Monday we used while we still had morning with Bill and Joe, who I love and miss
Love
every
them.
day. We would wait and anticipate for Steve to come in and tell us everything that he did over the weekend, because Steve had the best stories of what he ate, how much, how many drugs different drugs did he take? Did he poop 20 or 40 times or 0 and just vomited? And it was always something so outrageous. Like he got bit by a dog while taking drugs, just like these weird ass stories. And we
almost died on a jet ski with his brother. I think that was another one.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So every Monday we're like, this is just the best. We would just listen to him, and we're like, let's just have like a specific kind of a segment for Steve every Monday, which grew into a show on Mondays, which grew to a show 4 times a week. So
I know, it's so good, and you're doing so great on there. My God,
doing great so far.
Doing great so far.
How long have you been on there?
Dump has been on for about 2 years, I believe.
Okay. And
hasn't the Dump been on for 2 years now?
I believe so.
Oh wow, my God, time flies. So then, yes. So how many you've been co-host for? Quite a few months now, and it's just taken a complete. It's like I said, nice to have a female energy that goes, you know what? I cannot throw up right now, but yeah, I'm not gonna go get Fane being boned on the table. Okay.
Yes.
Even watching Gino do that. Everyone was texting me like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, that's not what it's like. I swear.
No. The fun part is like they're all like the nicest guys to work with, which is so hard for people to believe, because they think that it's all mayhem and disrespect. And there is a lot of mayhem, and it's like fun mayhem, but they're like just the nicest. Steve is the nicest guy. Steve is so nice.
Garrett, they're both very good at what they do.
Good
and so
people.
Are you. Yes, they're great people.
No,
both
and
funny
Gino and Drew.
And Drew, and of course Gino, yes. And they all like, what I love about them, yes, they want to be able to say whatever they want, and I love that. It's and Steve really, really loves that about it. He's like, this is the only place we can do this. How cool. Which even whether it's just somebody shitting in the street or you want to talk about anything the world is your oyster. So
it is.
Cool thing.
Feel free to shit anywhere and on anyone. I think India is our new obsession. I don't know if you've ladies noticed that in some of our latest episodes, like India truly is our inspiration.
Oh, and he does a killer accent.
Oh my God, that accent. Dirt. Fucking, I don't know what he says. Like that. Wow. Oh my God. You cannot recognize it as just like a regular white man. It sounds identical to an Indian accent.
And he does, and he goes on and on about everything in that. It's pretty crazy. I love
how he does it. Yeah,
it's really good.
I guess I should ask him on the show too. I'm shy. I get shy about it, but no, they're so good at what they do. And
why do you get shy about it?
I'm like, I don't know. I guess I never thought to ask him, but I will.
He would love to do it. He like, please.
I remember he was talking about Steve Conti, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in. And Lubi here is the co-host on The Dump on Compound Media. Subscribe. I remember, what was I saying? He was listening to Keanu Cast one day, and he was hearing Michaeline talk about how she was watching The Dump. And she's working, and she has to close her like laptop or what have you, like at work, because she's like, they're gonna say something about, I can just tell they're gonna say something untoward here at this. And he's like, I feel bad. We're like, no, she loves it.
But yeah, he's nice like that. He always like think about is it going to sound right? Is anybody going to be offended if you're talking about real people, not just like some randos and random Indian stories? That stuff doesn't matter. But
we
when it
love the
comes to his
dumb
friends,
and
yeah.
the what Gino says about their show. It's the same thing. It's we say the smartest thing in the dumbest way and the dumbest thing in the smartest way, which I think is a cockamamie but apt description of that
I agree.
program. Yeah.
I agree. That's a great
It's
way
true.
of putting it.
Right.
I totally agree. Yeah.
Totally
And I
true.
love him and Garrett as a combo for Garrett and Steve. And
Yeah.
also I love when you come and do Dump with us.
I
That's
love
always so much
I
fun.
that's how Compound is how I met Gino. I was hooked the moment I walked in there. I'm like, this place is
Oh,
great.
my condolences.
I know. I'm mentally ill. But
All of us.
what drew how did you so you're from Montenegro originally,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
How in the hell did you end up at Compound, let alone so you wanted to move here and you have an interesting story about moving here, don't you?
About moving to New York or in United States overall, I had like a couple of different stages, but let me begin with moved here 2007 for a random job I got through college, believe it or not.
Okay.
It is the most, I don't know how I wasn't kidnapped eventually, but it all worked out fine.
You went, Mom, Dad, I'm moving to America.
Yeah, and all
they
of
were
a sudden,
like, all right. Okay.
yeah, they all thought I'm gonna be a mail-ordered bride, but somehow I wasn't. But that was a miracle. I lived in Florida for a few years, and when I was in Florida, somewhere around 2011, a boyfriend of mine who is American discovered Opie and Anthony show to me. We would wake up very early to go fishing. He loved it, so I would just like follow along, and we would listen to Opie and Anthony on our drive, and I was hooked. I was immediately like, this is the best thing ever. This is so great. And I wasn't even doing comedy at the time. Like a little later, like a year or two after that, I started doing comedy. But I was like, I'm moving to New York and eventually I will meet these people and I will work for them. And this is the best. And I was
wow, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah,
I want to go work for Anthony Cumia, and
I know.
Wow, you did it.
I know.
I never
And
heard of anything like that in my life. I didn't know that. Okay, so continue. But
yeah, I used to call them the funny guy and the other guy because I couldn't remember their names at the beginning. You know, dumb foreigners. But I was trying to get in 2014, right before Anthony got fired, to be an intern at SiriusXM. And I kind of did even a tour through the Sirius office and studio, and they said they're going to call me, and then Anthony was fired, and blah, blah, blah.
You're like, well, fuck this then. I'll go where he goes.
Oh,
the
my
funny
God.
guy. Right.
Yes, the funny guy. And then I went through, completely unrelated to Anthony's firing, I went through a little bit of a breakdown myself. So I didn't do comedy for a few years and just like tried to do other jobs and hated my life and was depressed.
So then you get into comedy. And
yes, then I come back to comedy officially 2017. I did like some stupid shit open mics and courses in 2012 and 13. That was it. And then 2017 I come back, and then I discovered Compound, and then I started showing up as a fan. I would sit on the bleachers.
That's the thing about Compound. Well, until I guess things, one time they let somebody in and things were stolen. That was only one time though. But it was sort of like, if you're a fan, come, Gina will have not anybody, but like, that's the fun of it. It's nice to be in a studio where people can come and watch and things, so you started showing up like what with Big A and
I was
watching.
Stalker Patty at that point. That was my status. But I started showing up just for Anthony's show, and I remember Keith the cop used to tell me, just come for the In Hot Water. There's nothing like In Hot Water. There's nothing. I've never seen anything like it. And he was right. I was hooked into In Hot Water as well. I loved it. I was shocked at the beginning. I was repulsed. And then after that, like, initial shock, I was like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen. So I loved it. It used to be when they were at 9 a.m. That was their time.
Yeah.
Like early in the morning.
I remember the first time when I met Gino, I guess on Morning.
I remember
but then
that.
he messaged me first show I ever did there was Burning Bridges. But I saw Gino around, but then after morning, of course, then I'm like hooked on Gino because we went out and drank, and I'm like, oh my God, love him, whatever, Jesus. And then he said, stop by my show next time you're doing morning, come by early and do In Hot Water. And I was like, he was like, you really got it. You were really great. I was like, what the fuck was that? I have no idea what just happened. But again, you're hooked. You're like, what the hell is this? It's the funniest and most bizarre thing ever, but it's great. My God.
It's like a fever dream, and you don't know what's real. And there's Aaron Berg being ISIS faggot, and there's stuff going on, and you just can't believe it that it's all happening. That it's so politically incorrect.
It is. It's quite politically incorrect. It's not.
And yet, it's the greatest thing ever because it offends everybody, and it kind of that doesn't even matter. It's just funny. It's funny. And that was it.
Before I bring our other guest in now, he's on In Hot Water all the time.
I love him.
What I wanted to ask you. So then how do you transition from like fan in the bleachers to, okay, now I'm working here. I'm an intern here, you know?
I was very strategic because the first time I went in, I saw how people acted around Anthony. They would come in and freak out and ask for pictures and then hang out after the show. And I did opposite. I would come in last and leave first. I would never ask for pictures. I would never talk to anyone. I was just very, hello.
You're so smart. Right. He doesn't want to be like, people like, could we have a show here? Like people like with their podcasts and things. It's like, okay, could you just leave me alone? Hi, Anthony. I'm Lubi. Can I have a job? Like, yeah, you don't do that. You lay low.
You have to earn their trust. So for months of showing up and just being respectful. And they even invited me to something. It was like some drinking thing. Everybody was going. A bunch of fans were going. And I was like, no, thank you. I have to wake up early. And I wanted to go, but I thought it was going to be a bad move for me to be like a groupie.
Right. It's cooler not to show up and be like, you know what? Yes, I'm busy. I can't really, you know.
Like I had stuff to do. I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
And literally nothing. And then eventually Iraq approached me and he's like, what's your deal? Who are you? Like, what do you want? What's going on? You're just like sitting there in the corner minding your business. I'm like, oh, I'm just a comic. I was so nonchalant.
Right.
But it was all phony. I was freaking out.
Right. But you keep your cool. Right.
Yeah. I was I mean, that's Iraq. I was listening to Opie and Anthony. It's Iraq, for God's sake. With you know, I know every story about him. So it was all like, you know, just keeping it cool. And then Iraq and I became friends. We would chit chat here and there. And then like I casually slipped in, I can be an intern, and the rest is history.
Oh, wow.
That was very calm and cool and collected on that show. You are always just very calm and cool. Yeah,
you do a really great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love it.
You really
I usually scream on the inside, so it means a lot when you tell me it looks like
screaming on the
And when I see so we have Jake No Louie here, but speaking of Compound Media, and I believe he's walking home from a show. That's what it looks like here in the back room, but no, he's just walking around aimlessly. Welcome everybody. It's just Jake without his puppet friend Louie. Everyone, hello.
Hi. Can you guys hear me? Let me turn it. I'll turn it this way so it's. But hold on. Let me. It didn't do the thing. Okay. How are you doing?
We're well. How was your show?
Oh, it was terrible. I've had a really hell of a day. I've been up since like 6. Here's the thing. I have roommates, and it's an old guy. The older guy just disappeared, and I can't even get into that. The other guy, he's gone. But I can't be loud at night to stream. So I went to my girlfriend's place, and she's like, yeah, go in. I get in there like 5 minutes ago, and its smell of sewage hits me. There's a plumber in there. Her room is in the basement. Like the apartment's in the basement. In her walls are shit pipes, and one of them burst, and she got mold. And she's like, "It's okay, we cleaned it." I'm like, "No, there's a pipe burst," and and shit. Her mom, she doesn't speak English. She went poo poo everywhere. It's like, so yeah.
No.
So I am now. I am broadcasting to you live from Bensonhurst.
I love it. That's fine because since you were coming, just in case I brought my own puppet, and maybe you could give me some tips. It's a dragon. His name is Pietro. But if we get into it, so maybe I'll be like, meh, meh, meh. So maybe you could teach me. But does Louie get lonely when you're not in the house?
No, I don't think he likes me. I think in the context of whatever horrible universe this act takes in, I think he's afraid to be alone. He just I'm like his Jamaican Caribbean nurse.
No, you're not fat, so it doesn't make any sense.
Give it like 20 years and a lot of sadness, Louie.
Okay.
Too funny. Oh my God. Well, we were just talking about Compound Media and how great you both are on there, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I second your motion of I was starstruck by E-Rock. And I felt like a good boy because like the second time I saw him, he was carrying in water, like cases of water, and I helped him. He's like, "Oh, thank you," and I felt good.
You're like, oh my God.
We all want that validation, yeah.
See,
Absolutely.
I wasn't Anthony Cumia, that's obviously a person I knew, but E-Rock I didn't know. I was more of a Howard fan. So when I went there, I mean, I didn't know E-Rock, and God, I love E-Rock. He helps us out so much. He's been on the program. We can't wait to have him back even. But how did you, I have to tell you, Jake.
Yeah.
You would always, similar to Lubi, you would always sort of just show up and sit on the bleachers, and then Gino would have you on the mic, right?
Yeah, well, Carucci brought me in like for 3 times in a row, and I just sat. I didn't take Louie out because I felt bad. I didn't want to just shove my face into people's lives. But
you're
then,
so smart.
Yeah.
You're like, here's a guy with a puppet. What is this? So you're like, oh, it'll just be me for now, and then I'll get in there with the puppet.
It took Gino to say, "What does Mario have in the suitcase?"
Oh my God! Because I told him, and I wrote this down. I said, I really think he's not great. He's a couch guy for now. He's not. Are you running? Is something wrong?
No, intersection, and I didn't want to wait.
Oh, it's scary. Oh my God, we thought you were being attacked.
No, go back to not being that great. Definitely a couch guy.
Gino was like, he's great on the couch. I don't know about him being at the desk yet. I said, that guy is fucking hilarious. He's really on it. He really knows the show.
Yeah.
He's really smart. So and then he's like, you're right. Just it's a runaway train whenever you're there. So
yeah.
Thank you.
In the best possible way, yeah.
In a good way.
And it veered away from edging finally, so that's always good. We got over that. And by the way, you'll see her soon. I completely got over it. I lost my virginity, and I now fucked the shit out of this one girl that I met at an open mic, who's a filmmaker who's like trying comedy.
So for people that don't know, okay, now I'm crying. For people that don't know, the long and short of Jake is he had a debilitating alcoholism that he got over. He used to drink hand sanitizer when his mother finally took his fake ID away and he couldn't buy alcohol anymore. He got over that. He's into men and women, but I actually am not quite familiar with the fact that you hadn't had sex with a woman.
Oh, I thought that was. Oh, yeah. I thought that was. Yeah, because the edging thing and not being able to get hard, that was combined to keep me that way. Yeah, and then not being able to answer the call to action just because I'm in public. I don't know why there's nobody around. I guess the ghost. But yeah, I wasn't able to answer the call to action, but I dried myself off, and just in time.
Right. So
how's it going?
Yeah.
It's great. She's ethnically Chinese. It's great.
Is that your girlfriend now, you say?
Yes. And she would say so too.
Is that her name?
Well, congratulations. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So yes, he also, the edging thing is where you jerk off so much, but you don't come for just hours and hours and hours, Michaeline. I'm sure you do that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. Listen, I know you guys can do it. I think obviously the method's different. I don't know how vaginas work. So, but you guys figure it out, and you guys can absolutely do it. I think you guys
I've
almost
been
do
known to
indefinitely.
edge from time to time if it's just a day where I have nothing to do. I get it, but it's different. I don't have a dick, so if Gino wants to bone, it's not like I can't get erect. It's so it's different. So
Yeah.
now you finally have. Now the first girl. So this is the first girl you've had sex with to completion, and now she's your girlfriend.
Yes. Well, I mean, one came before the other. Like
Girlfriend first.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about the guys? Are you still into guys? Are you still exploring that, or are you leaving it open as you go?
Oh, of course, but they all look like her, so she doesn't care.
Oh.
Regardless of the gender, they always look the same. It doesn't matter.
Win-win for you.
You've got a type.
Stephanie, say hello. This is Stephanie. Hello. Oh, let's go into the light.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
About you.
Hi.
Take off my.
She's putting the ear thing in.
Hello.
Hi, Stephanie. We were just talking about you. Welcome to Keanu Cast.
Hi. Thanks for welcoming me. How are you guys?
We're great. So, what do you like about Jake?
Oh, I like lots of things about Jake. He's funny.
Yes.
Do you like how she sounds blacker than I do?
Oh my God, he's funny and he's very devoted. Very devoted.
Can we go inside?
Yeah,
Is it okay to go? Okay, I think we're gonna go inside. The burst pipes are okay. We're gonna go. We're gonna talk to Louie a little.
I'll remove you and then pop back
We
in.
can my computer's in there.
All right.
They're cute.
He's
together.
cute.
Yeah,
he is cute.
He's really cute. He's very good looking too.
He's a good
Dick
looking.
is really cute. Yeah, he's really cute.
What do you think
Yeah.
it's like to wake up to do that mustache every morning? Like, what does it look like? I wonder when, like the Salvador Dali mustache.
Well, it
Well,
probably
yeah.
if he waxes that like that, it probably stays like that pretty easily. I mean,
Probably.
you know,
they're actually probably hard when you touch him, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either.
So interesting. You know what I didn't know about him is that I didn't know that he was a vagine virgin. Actually, I had no idea. They say so much on these programs. I miss things.
Mm-hmm.
So edging is like you want to do that and just never come.
Yeah, well,
To
not
keep, like, this
never, but it makes it
but
last
just
longer.
Keep this kind of sexual tension in your body for a really long time. Is that it?
No, you like, I guess if you were a man, you are like jerking off in scientific terms. But you right before it, when you feel like you're gonna come, then you stop and you look away, and then you start over again.
You hold it back.
And yes, and then you
to
do that.
to keep the sexual energy going for quite some time until you finally
Right.
have
It's like when you're eating a chicken sandwich and you don't want the chicken sandwich to be over because it's so good. And then you take a break from eating the chicken sandwich and then you go back to the chicken sandwich.
And then you have sex with it.
And then you fuck the chicken sandwich.
Fuck it. Because it's convenient. I don't think that I can do edging. I don't think I can do that.
I sort of do. Like if it's a vibrator situation, it's like, this thing will make you come in a second.
Yeah,
very
you bring
efficient.
yourself right to the edge and then you stop.
Yes,
and
bring yourself to the edge and then you stop. Right.
I can do that.
Like if I'm doing it and I am done immediately, what I would do, I would just do it again and do it again and do it again. Then you have multiple ones.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know,
I could do that too.
Right? That's kind of better for me at least. But to not get to the end, it kind of leaves me upset.
I know. Yeah. I'm like, God, that was so quick.
I wouldn't be able to do that for very long. The edging thing, I wouldn't be able to do that for very long. But
But that's why Jake had he couldn't get hard for any women because he had just expended all of his I guess what he couldn't. He was just like, okay, this is but he, I don't know how to explain it, but that was a problem. But he met the right one. Here he's back. He's back.
Hello. Oh yes, your standard of what turns you on just becomes so high. It becomes too specific. You don't want to get into specifics. You can be intensely into something, but once it's too specific, you get in trouble.
Yeah.
I hear you.
And
And then,
that's the only way you could do it. Yeah.
do you watch gay or straight porn? Shall we?
I wish it were even that simple. It's just like TikToks of like girls with big tits and booty, and then like Instagram girls, but then like weird stories that you match it with or are already matched on a thing, and it's just you dig yourself into this rabbit hole of weird little stories that just get weirder.
So it's not, you don't mean like you're like reading the New York Times jerking.
Yeah, it's like I'm a woman.
Instagram story. What's that?
It's like I'm a woman. I have to read. I'm reading erotica in a book.
The very virile Viking or something like that. No.
My mom. I remember I snuck in my mom's room when I was a kid, and she under her pillow she had a waterproof erotic book. It was horrible.
Waterproof?
Yes, it was waterproof. Yeah. It was like on the cover, it had a sticker that said waterproof, and I'm like,
So she could read it in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah.
Okay.
For the bathtub.
Well, I mean, just
Your
think.
mom used her shower in many, many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, think if it's a normal book, if you're diddling yourself, it's already wet. You could just flip the page. You don't have to lick it. It's perfect.
True.
Wow.
I find that to be a repulsive thing. Gino does that. It's an old school thing to lick your finger. But yes, if you're already diddling, then you don't have to. But then the pages may stick together, though.
Yeah, it'd be less gross, by the way, if Gino did that. If he didn't shove his fingers up his ass before he did it. Everything after is fine, but you can't do that.
I don't think he does. Not at least that I've seen. You never know, though. My God.
Everybody's tried.
Their fingers in their ass. So wait, where did your girlfriend go?
Oh, she's right here. I thought we could go inside, but it's been a weird day. Yeah.
Why were you up at 6 a.m.?
I'm training to be a security guard.
Wow.
Because believe it or not, doing mid-level shows in New York City does not pay the rent completely. So getting a nice security job, and I had to again, it's crack of dawn. I had to get there. So yeah, and then I had this terrible show, and then
Where was the terrible show?
it was at a place called Good Judy's in Brooklyn, which is a great place, and they have a lot of drag and variety shows there. It's great, but this started they said to get there at we're gonna start at 7. We started at 8. Which is why I'm late, by the way. I do apologize.
Don't apologize. I'm late every single time. My God. Late.
There was one girl. I don't know if this was satire or not. I need your guys' opinion. Okay. She was the second performer there. I said, "Hey, so what are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm doing interpretive dance." And I go, "Oh, neat." And she's like, "Yeah, I've been working on it, And then I ask her like a second time. She thinks I asked her a second time, and she repeats interpretive dance. I'm like, "Okay." Then she gets up on the stage. She plays construction noise sounds in the background.
That is so Brooklyn. God.
And she does like a 7-minute dance, and she crawls under chairs and down the stairs. And like after people were like giggling, and like she's saying, "Okay, I've been working that for a little while," and people were laughing, and she was like,
they were laughing at the thing that they shouldn't be laughing at.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like, and she's like dancing like.
Yeah, and at the end,
people are like, don't laugh at me. This is important. This means birth. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, at the end, she said, I've been working at blah, blah, and people were laughing, and she was kind of drinking, and she's like, "Yeah, that's my comedy sketch." Like, I don't think it was. I think she was rolling with it. I don't know.
Okay, listen, the only person that pulls that off is Yoko Ono. And does Yoko even pull
it off?
Yeah, right. It's bizarre.
Nobody ever enjoyed anything she did, so.
Yeah, and it was just, I do a lot of variety shows, and this was the most tedious.
Oh yeah, well, right, because a lot of variety shows you get hired on because you're a ventriloquist.
But I was filling in for like an artsy ventriloquist, and they didn't know me. And so I think I upset them because I texted them afterwards like, "Hey, thank you," and they didn't respond at all. And they saw it. I think they don't like me, but also go fuck themselves.
Like, whatever.
Oh, thank you.
The puppet said it. Not.
Do you think I'm great?
He's great.
Yeah, she says I am.
Yes.
I just
You are. Honestly.
There you go.
Kiss.
You're smart, you're witty, you're awesome. Like every time you come
What
to
did
any
they
of
say?
our shows,
Kiss me. They said kiss.
Yay!
I don't even know what's happening.
And yeah, I would take a million episodes of In Hot Water over ever going to that show again. A million. I love it.
To them, you're like, thank you. They're like, they're not gonna answer this clown.
Yeah, it's like, why couldn't I just have stayed home?
Where in Brooklyn are you? Do you live in Brooklyn?
Yeah, Kensington. It's all Jews, Muslims, and a couple Hispanics.
Oh, interesting.
Very clean. Very clean. You wouldn't guess, but very clean.
Kensington. Okay,
How is
so
the
yeah.
atmosphere now?
Luby, what's the okay horror story show things? Horror story, like, were you at a Brooklyn show or something where the people just didn't get you? It's happened to me many a time.
I think that my worst comedy show story will be the first show that I did with Compound. It was right like my first few months of being an intern, and they invited me to do a Christmas show at the Yonkers Comedy Club, and it was packed, and it was all drunk men.
Oh.
I wore a very short dress for some reason, good for me. And I was just I was panicking. And everybody was there, from Keith the Cop to Anthony Cumia himself, everybody. And I went on stage and I just wasn't doing well at all. And just the idea that Anthony is watching, that everybody's there, that it's happening, it made me very nervous. And the guys were like, calling
They're
me
like,
names.
they probably have no recollection, number one. But
what were they calling you? What were they calling you?
I don't know, like, oh, nice legs. Who's
like
this
that.
bitch?
Just
and stuff like that. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I feel like I blacked out for like 10 seconds on stage because I was that nervous. And then I was like, I feel like I blacked out, honestly. I was that mortified. And then I was like, fuck this. And I started calling them all out. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you all. I'm doing my best here. Shut the fuck up. You look gay. I don't know. I was just like trying to come back, and I kind of did. And I finished, and I went to the crowd, just like sit down. We had like a comics table, and Kubia sat next to me, and he's like, I just want to let you know that you did so great. I'm like, no, I didn't. Don't do this. Don't pity me. And he's like, you did your best. You plowed right through it, and you're doing it in another language. And I'm so, like, he was giving me the ultimate pep talk afterwards.
It's pretty amazing, really. I mean,
No, that's true,
that's
though.
pretty amazing. That's not your original language. That's unbelievable. You are wonderful, really.
And I've seen you, Luby, right? And
Yeah.
you would never know. Obviously, you have an accent, but you would never know on stage that you didn't, grow up speaking English either.
Right.
Humor is a weird thing to translate, I think, right? So
it is.
I can't even fucking imagine.
I can't
But
imagine
you
doing
do it
anything
flawlessly,
in another
right.
language. You
Right.
know, that's an amazing thing. So,
What did you say when we were in Mickey, when we were in Mexico? I like nuts. That's why I like you. Or what?
I don't know. What was that about?
We were in Acapulco, and you're like, get it? The man spoke no English. He was like selling nuts on the beach, and she was like, oh, I love nuts. That's why I like you. And he was like,
what is this stupid American chick talking about?
I don't know if you were being untoward or he was. He
No,
was like,
I wasn't even.
"Whoa."
No, and I was just goofing around like he was nutty. I don't know. I wasn't talking about his nuts.
Yes, but I think he thought you were.
I was talking about being funny.
Right. I love nuts. That's why I like you. Oh, no, he wasn't even selling nuts. He was just a human on the beach. He was like, I love nuts. That's why I like you. And he's like, oh.
I didn't mean it dirty, but
Mommy.
Oh, well. Oh, well. I took Keanu and my niece to Acapulco, and I told them that the guys on the street call you mommy, and
they do, and it's
mommy. Okay, and
Mommy.
my daughter and my niece both were like, "You are, oh come on, Aunt Mickey, you are kidding. That's not true. That's not true." Because I make stuff up, and make them try to. I make them believe it just because I'm deadpan about it. And the minute we walked down the street, a couple of guys went, "Oh, mommy."
No, and I was like 13.
Oh man.
Like, ew, what? Get out.
Kind of crazy. Anyway, that's all. I love
you guys have such similar voices. When you speak, it's incredible. It's like listening to the same person almost.
That's what I love.
Oh, are you
Oh,
guys
you just-
best friends?
Are we best friends?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. She's
Yes.
like, no, I'm busy. But
No, stop it.
I
Yes,
can
we
do
get along-
better.
We get along very well, and we understand each other, and I think we tell each other a lot.
very untoward.
That is so
very untoward.
awesome.
Very
That
untoward.
is so great.
Yes.
No, yes, we're BFF, even if she
Yeah.
doesn't want to be. I force her.
Oh, stop it.
So,
You just went up to a man in another land, and you did an American colloquial joke. Even as a man who speaks the language, I'd be taken aback if anybody said that to me, even in the proper context.
I don't even know.
I know, right? It was so weird. I don't know why it came out of your mouth.
For a native speaker, that's a strange thing to hear. It's like, oh well, I mean, are you calling me crazy, but you like it? Is this negging?
Is she negging me? She's in a bikini. What's going on?
We're on the beach, actually.
I know, right? I like nuts. That's why I like you.
That's all. That's all.
I really didn't mean it. If I can recall, I didn't really mean it in a dirty way or sexual way.
Well, humor, I guess, and untowardness knows no language.
They
or
complement each
bounds.
other perfectly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I look them up every single time I go there. No,
Frank Pellegrino. This is for Lubi, I believe. Thank you for the $4.99. Maybe Libi. Maybe was in Yonkers, but Lubi, Kumi,
It was White Plains. It was. He's right.
and all of them were at my club in White Plains, Rip White Plains Comedy Club.
Absolutely
yes, that's
correct.
right.
I'm telling you, I blacked out. I probably even blacked out where I was out of trauma.
So funny. Oh my God, the trauma. Wait, let me read a
came
couple
to,
of
and then
things.
you gave it to him, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I gave my best. I gave my best for sure to turn it around. Oh my goodness.
I don't
Mickey,
know
are you
how
coming to
you guys
visit
do what you
anytime
do.
soon?
Pardon me.
I'm sorry. I was asking, are you going to come and visit us anytime soon?
I don't. Maybe in a while. I was here Thanksgiving time, so yeah, I would like to.
We have to get through this. You probably won't be here before the wedding, but I will probably be going down there more than
probably
than that. But also Michaeline and I. You were here at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then, but she visits. I told her when I moved here too, I'm like, if you wanted to just move here and live with me and take care of me and we can get an apartment together. I don't know if I was drunk or what.
Yeah, you did say that, but that was early on. I would love to live there. I would get
She
my
was
own.
like, I will.
Aw. But
Yes, if Keanu needed me in any way, shape, or form, I would sell my house and I would move there.
Aw, that is so sweet. But don't worry, she's in good hands now. She has
I
6 to take care of her now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
the
6
most
is
lovely cat of all
so
time.
lovely. Yeah.
Jeff Hillman, this is for Luby. Let's see. Thank you for the $4. Jeff Hillman. Luby, I created a game. Luby, I created a game for gas last week. I messaged you saying I was going to send it. Then I got high and forgot to send it. Okay. But my bad. I just sent it for tomorrow's episode. Oh, okay, Jeff.
Love it,
Oh,
Jeff.
for the dump.
Love
Thank
it.
you, Jeff. Wonderful. This is for Jake. Let's see. Jake actually has read up on Yugoslav history.
I mean, as I like behind the Iron Curtain shit, but I've criminally under-examined Yugoslavia, but unfortunately it's more than what most people know of Yugoslavia.
Yes. But you're good at history overall. You know a lot about everything, kind of, sort of.
I wish I had this. Guys, I'm breaking news, everybody. Everybody in this universe, breaking news. Yesterday, I was going to bookstores because I wanted a copy of Mein Kampf just to read and reference, like just to learn, to read it. And I was just looking for a dumb junk copy because Barnes & Noble doesn't sell it anymore. I go to one
I wonder
bookstore.
why.
Kanye. Well, I bought one when I was in high school at Barnes and Noble, but now they don't. And long story short, I have now a almost perfect condition first edition print English unabridged version of Mein Kampf from
No, you don't.
1939. A couple months before the war broke out and 3 years before the final solution.
You're lying to me. This is wild.
It's and it's beautiful. Which means, by the way, I just have to I have to still buy a copy because this is now just an artifact that I have.
Yeah, that you don't want to even wreck in any way, shape, or form, or bend up those pages.
A friend.
Right, while you're edging. Yes.
Yeah, no, I can't stick the pages together. Not like in rehab when I got mad at a book that wasted my time by being uninteresting, and so I blew a load in the pages and I closed it up and put it on the shelf.
Is that true? What was
Yes,
it? 50 Shades of Grey?
No, it was this awful. It was one of those. I mean, those little like the thick short books they used to sell. All the. It was an awful like horror story about like bees that take over a town and people turn into bee people. It was horrible. It was really terrible, and I got angry during the conclusion.
Bees, I'll just come on it. That's
You just kept reading because you thought it was going to get better and better and better, and it just never did.
It got to the climax, and then I'm like, "This is awful," and I just.
Sorry,
and then
yeah.
You know what's so odd about you? I'm shocked that rehab took. Like you haven't touched a drink or hand sanitizer or anything, and congratulations, but you're such an odd bird. You'd think, but you're a pillar of the community now. Now you got a girlfriend, a puppet.
Yeah, it's everything's working out. I mean, it took 4 separate rehabs and 3 separate tries.
I was thinking you went once, but you're very young to have to be sober and doing well at being sober is what I mean. So.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's something I'm glad I learned early because, like Otto, he struggled it in his life, and it's a lesson that he didn't learn early. Like he got into it late because when he went to the clubs, that was the epidemic of crack and everything. And but I'm glad that I just had 2.5 years of being shitty instead of 20 years or ruining a career.
He's talking about Otto and George. If you don't know which are his, that's your inspiration. That's Otto and George. One's the comedian, one's the puppet, and Jake and Louie are the, as far as I'm concerned, the modern day Otto and George, right?
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
I try. I wish I had the Mein Kampf to show you because my friend Jeff, he's tired. Like Jake, I want you to stop. It's so great but yeah, Otto and George, that's great. That's another thing I need. There's a CD that I don't own. I own every CD and DVD, and there's one that was released called Dirty Puppet that I don't have, and I need to find it.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad you found your untoward Jew-hating book. And okay, so are you a history buff? What about that draws you to it?
Oh, the 20th century authoritarianism, the Soviets, the Nazis, any of the guys in between, the Phalangists, any of them. I love because that all that stuff is really still applicable because all those ideologies were born out of the Industrial Revolution, and we still face a lot of the problems that they address. But the problems with those ideologies is that they address real problems, but they prescribe really awful solutions, but they're still very potent, so people still love them.
It's always the same. It's always the same. It's like what happened in Yugoslavia. Like when they were selling us communism, it was also coded in this thing of oh no, we're actually fighting racism against gypsies and against minorities. But then
the anti-fascists,
you can't do this, you can't eat this, you have to do. So they give you a list of do's and don'ts for a higher goal, and that's how they get you because you feel like an asshole. For not doing something that's actually the initial idea is good. You want to be respectful towards everybody else, but then the list of things that follows it is insane, and that's how it all happens.
And when you object, then they go back to the nugget of truth that the ideology is built around and go, are you denying this truth? It's like, well, no. It's like Antifa, their whole thing is they're anti-fascist, but they're anarchists and socialists. It's like, well, I hate Antifa. It's like, well, then you're a fascist. It's like, no, the Nazis hated communists, and I hate communists, but that doesn't mean I'm going to side with the Nazis.
Always the same. Always the same thing. You oppose to one thing. Oh, I guess then you hate gypsies and you want to be a racist. Okay, so you're a racist.
Well, everybody does. Everybody hates gypsies. Let's just get that on the table.
Even the gypsies. I mean, come on.
Is that gypsies? Gypsy sounds delightful to me, but that I just think they have a lot of trinkets and jewelry. I'm sort of a layman, but or like a is that a thing that actually exists?
I think the thought behind it is that because they're always on the move, they're always got a wagon that they're tying up. So you don't. What are you gonna have, a box of jewelry? No, it's all on you all of the time.
Okay, what?
I feel like gypsies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are Turkish people who were like kicked out of Turkey? Is that right?
Yeah, they're
It's
like a
proven now
mutt.
that they're a mix of Indians and initially by from Indians and yes, a little bit Turkey and Uzbekistan, Uzbekistan, all the stands and shit.
A lot of Roma now. A lot of Roma.
Yeah.
But
initially India,
right?
I mean, that's pretty simplistic. They were kicked out of Turkey.
All the gypsies were kicked out of Turkey, and then Cher sang about them, and now that's how we know about gypsies in America.
Yeah, you hear it from the people of the town. They call us
gypsies. You're like a gypsy right now. You're just like my girlfriend just says poop pipes and.
Yeah, my girlfriend's got poop in her house, so I'm just on the road with my weird shirt and.
You're a vagabond. You are very Brooklyn. You're all over the place. I love it. Your style. We were wondering when you went away for a minute. Every morning, do you have to curl up the mustache like Salvador Dali, like with gel?
Oh yeah. It's American Crew fiber. It's an amazing little cup of stuff, and you just you dab a little bit in your fingertips, and it takes a minute, and it's the whole day. Lasts the whole day.
But what does it look like when you wake up in the morning? Is it like
2 witches' brooms poking out of the side of my face? Because I have black people hair, it doesn't flow, so it sort of goes upwards because I've trained it, but it's still just.
Yeah, but it is kind of trained in that position, basically.
Yeah. It's funny, actually, when I don't have it all curled up and it's just bushy but still sort of flows, I look Turkish.
You do a little bit because you're such an interesting mix that you can be anything.
Yeah.
You look even Dominican. It can be a little bit.
If I shave my head, I can go anywhere in the world, and nobody will be. People will be like, "Yeah, okay, yeah. I guess you should be here."
For comedy too. You ethnically ambiguous. You could do a tampon commercial for Christ's sake. Even
you could.
Yeah.
You know, like what is your nationality? I forget even.
That's the wrong question, you my nationality is American.
Oh,
my ethnicity. I think its ethnicity is Congolese, Irish, Italian, and a little bit of British. Which British is on the black side, which is weird.
Congolese, like the Congo.
No, yeah, like the really one of the really bad places in the already bad place. Yeah.
And Irish and Italian.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, but as my.
You won't go and visit.
Oh no! What do you know? I don't want to go. I believe in the Patrice O'Neill bit. Like, listen, slavery was bad, but I don't want to be wearing flip flops, carrying an AK-47 with a football jersey on.
Yep.
Hear you. And then and Lubi, are you Montenegrin? Like, how do you?
Yes.
What's
just Montenegro, which sounds boring. I kind of want to do my 23andMe because our history was so interesting, to say the least. So I definitely am partially Turkish, Middle Eastern. Yeah. God knows, because we used to be like, we used to have blonde hair and blue eyes, and now we all look like we were from Lebanon.
You do remind me, but Mommy, do you remember Nevena from Caravaggio?
Yes, I do remember.
Nevena, she was that's a Montenegrin name, sort of. Yeah.
She's a Montenegro too? Okay.
Yes, see, it's an odd word to say, but she long legs, tall, elegant, exactly, and the name Nevena. You have the essence of her. You're nothing like her, but yes,
it's
sort of the same
common thing.
Yeah, sort of the same.
You're pronouncing it so well. Wow. Usually people butcher it.
Well, she's lovely. My God, right? Just like you. So, what a beautiful country. My God. What's that?
Country is gorgeous. People can be questionable, but country is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I cannot wait until Lubi gets her 23andMe back, because it's not going to be any of the things she's saying. Eastern Europeans, they always lie about their heritage because they're hiding from somebody who is trying to kill them. She's 7 things removed from the thing that she's saying. That was the 6th lie they came up with.
You know what I found out? I found when our 23andMe, I guess my brother did one. We're 2% Greek. And I thought, wow, I am so exotic. This is amazing. Gino's like, shut up. You're Italian. I'm like, no, but I'm 2% Greek. Someone fucked a Greek person, and that makes me very cool. I can smash plates now. I can,
Yes.
Right.
Without judgment, at
You
least.
can scream Opa.
Opa! Right. People go like, stop this. You're not Greek. I'm like, no, I'm 2% Greek, actually.
You're half Italian.
I'm half Italian, then Irish, German, and French.
Irish, German.
Wow.
French and Scottish. Yeah. So, right.
Jesus. Just a total fucking Anglo.
Exactly.
Total fool.
Right. And Michaeline is 100% Sicilian and Neapolitan, right?
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
By the way, you guys know what's his face? Who played Uncle Jesse on Full House?
Oh, what's his name?
Oh man.
John Stamos. John Stamos, yeah.
Yes,
Okay, so John Stamos, he's Greek and he loves talking about it. So in the first season of Full House, his last name was Jesse. His name was Jesse Cochran. And he actually talked to the producers like, I'm proud of my Greek heritage. So he made them change it to Jesse Katsopoulos.
Wow.
And he made them write Greek-centered episodes because every season they have like one where he's like, I'm Greek.
Opa.
You know what?
Yeah.
Italians and Greeks, we're all so proud of our heritage for some reason, and yeah, I mean it's a good thing, I think.
Right. Whereas
yeah.
I don't know, I'm just this, but Italian people like really love being Italian.
We do.
I think that's why Gino loves about me that she's a Sigi broad. She's half Sicilian or whatever. I'm like, yes, but I'm also 2% Greek. He's like, I can't believe you did a 23andMe. Stop saying that. I'm like, but 2% Greek.
2%.
He's like,
you don't. Here's how little that matters. My sister did the 23andMe, and that's how I know it's on my dad's side. Most of it's Congolese. There's like 7% something else. I just disregard it because what beats 92% Congolese?
Right.
Wow.
I'm not a cartographer. So the Congo is not something I've ever thought about maybe in my life, let alone know somebody.
Why would you?
Congolese. I guess you wouldn't. I don't think I've ever known anybody. So that's you got to use that in your comedy career for sure, because I'm ethnically ambiguous. They love that in comedy. So.
Oh yeah, it lets me get away with a lot of horrible things. They think I'm kidding. It's great.
How did you become a ventriloquist? Why did you do
the
Otto
Goosebumps
George,
books.
right?
Oh no, the Goosebumps books. Night of the Living Dummy when I was like 10. And then Otto, fast forward to like 16 years old, I discovered Otto when he died. And before that it was all like family friendly shows. Like I would do like Christmas parties for real estate agents. And by 15 I wanted to put a gun in my mouth. It was horrible. But then Otto died and I discovered him. And then I already had his sick sense of humor because the Opie and Anthony show. And so it just kind of clicked together. I was like, there it is. And I dropped out of high school.
How really?
How do you
Yes.
learn how to do that? How do you learn how to throw your voice like that? How do you learn how to do that?
Books. It's all usually books or like videos, and it's all self-taught before puberty. It's a weird thing that all ventriloquists have in common.
There you go.
Pretty interesting talent.
You
did
it. You're
stealing my material.
Yeah, I'm doing your material now.
Is that a Sbarro box? Is that like a Sbarro box?
My cousin made this. She's very young. She made this thing for me. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. I guess I'll use it on the show.
When you took it out, I'm like, she took a Sbarro box. You painted it. I thought you did like a 2-hour craft project with like you saw the Sbarro container. You're like, I know what I must do now. Did you hear that? Pepperoni stains. We're gonna be big.
No, my
pepperoni stains.
It's some sort of TikTok thing. My cousin's daughter, she was like, I worked on this and I made this for you, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And what am I going to do with it? So
it's pretty cute.
It's me.
It's good color.
Yeah, true. I think that was pretty good. It's somewhere to
She's a
start.
natural. She's an actor. I'm sorry.
Can you imagine if Keanu, her comedy isn't about, sex and being a degenerate anymore. It's she's a ventriloquist with some sort of cardboard dragon.
With two moves her lips.
Like she's lost her fucking mind.
She pretends she's a ventriloquist.
Oh, there's nobody like that, Keanu. There's nobody of that sort.
I heard you're 2% Greek. Well, yes, that's right, Pietro. I am. See? Like, no,
Wow.
you're not. Right. See? Your whole
I am
deal.
impressed.
I'm gonna do my whole act on being 2% Greek.
You could just hold the puppet in front of your mouth and nobody would know that you're moving.
Actually, that's true. Right.
Or just a giant microphone.
Yeah, this thing is weird. But right before the show started, I said, "Oh my god, this is the perfect time to bring out this cardboard dragon." So, wait. So you said puberty? You just sat in your room. You were watching Otto and George videos, and then you just figured out
before he died, it was all the old guys like Edgar Bergen, and then like Jeff Dunham. But I don't like admitting that, even though it's part of it. But yeah, I just learned it as a kid and then just stuck with it forever and just didn't stop. And I don't know why. And then,
because you're good at it. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
And just honestly, of course, everybody says this, but of course you think Louie is a real person. I mean,
thank you.
Watch him.
I know.
You guys are gonna love the new Louie. He's coming in like 2 years. He's being built by my best friend Jeff Goltz, who's another. I call him the other ventriloquist, just because we're the only two comedy club guys who are young, and he makes the best puppets imaginable, like insane work. And so, in a couple months, he's gonna take 1.5 years to build like a $15,000 complete state-of-the-art, hand-carved, like molded every detail down to how I want it. It's going to be amazing.
That's sad though. What will the other Louie, like, will you display him in your room, or
he goes to the ventriloquist museum with the other Louie? The first Louie was a rubber puppet. It was 3 feet tall and it was a monstrosity. It was horrible. And I gave him up, and he's in the museum now. So this one will be in the museum with the suitcase with all the stickers.
where they come alive at night? Probably.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't want you to say that, Keanu. We cannot have any bad publicity about the Ventriloquist Museum, even though that's half of the appeal of the whole fucking thing. We can never have that. And we can't display the dummies we have of that were modeled after Hitler that are in the basement because we don't want to bring attention to that. Which is a real thing.
Is that real? There's Hitler dummies in the basement of the museum.
Well, hey, think, World War II happens. All entertainers are jumping on it like they have done everywhere. There were ventriloquists who had Hitler dummies, and they're in the museum, but they will never be on display. Yeah.
It's like, well, you know what I always say? Michaeline didn't see this, but the first time we went to the Vatican, I saw a big line. I said, what are we waiting in line for? And it's the previously dead Pope is in the glass box, just for everybody to Google.
I saw him.
You saw him? Yeah.
I saw him.
It's the weirdest thing ever. Yes.
That's usually reserved for communist back to Lubi. No, that's like Lenin's in a fish tank, Mao's in a fish tank.
Yep. No, it was Pope John the 23rd, I think. He was laying there in a glass box. He was completely intact.
I know. Crazy. I think I was 10, and I walked up. I'm like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What?" And I'm like, "Wait! What?" In his weird red shoes.
Yeah.
And then they try and tell you that he's preserved by God. I'm like, he's been embalmed 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
you poured wax over his face 17 times.
Like, no, God did that. I'm like, okay, suck my dick, please.
Well, God gave him the tools to do it. The
exactly.
information
No,
how to
God,
because they always twist it like that,
They do. One more question for you, Jake. Do you ever intend to do comedy without?
No, there's no need for that. And I feel bad saying this to comics, but it's like I say it and I slip up. I'm like, who wants to just hear me just get up and just talk about my life? That's boring. And I catch myself, but it really is like I don't know. There was never an appeal to really do it outside of the context of ventriloquism.
It's funnier when the puppet is talking about you drinking hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's
right?
yeah,
It might
it's
be
more
just too
whimsical.
dark. Yeah. Maybe it's just that you've had such a dark, like sort of like 2 years where you were trying to figure it out and in the throes of addiction. It's funnier when a puppet says it. Do you touch on that at all, or is it all just other jokes like about?
Not a lot of alcoholism. It's a lot of racism.
You're like, is that a
and
joke,
it's
Keanu?
well, no, I haven't. I thought of one, and it was I'm thinking of it because I did it tonight. And this other comic, the one other comic on the show, she rolled her eyes when I told it. And I want to be like, "Fuck you," and that's gonna play in my head forever. But no, it's usually just racism or just something horrible in the news. Or my special is gonna be called Assorted Atrocities, which is the name made up by Jeff Goltz. So thank you again, Jeff.
I love
When are you recording it?
I have no idea. I want to do, okay, I want to do it the end of next year, just because I only want it to be like 20 minutes, because that's all you need on YouTube, 20 minutes just to really showcase it really nicely. But I want to have another like 35 safe to burn. So people, so if you see and you went because of that, you don't see all of this, that.
Yes. Yep.
And Lubi, and I've seen you perform as well. And you're that, like I said, you would never know you had any sort of language barrier. I don't know how. You must be a really intelligent human being to be able to make something funny in your second language. I would have never known you didn't speak English at first. I would have never known it, because you are one of the funniest people I've ever met. You're really with it. You really get it. What is the like? What do you talk about on stage? What do you like talking about on stage the most? And
first of all, thank you, because English not being my first language is literally one of my biggest. No, it's my biggest insecurity. I always sound stupid to myself.
You
No matter what I
do that.
say. Yeah. When I listen to it afterwards, I find mistakes. I find like, oh, I shouldn't have said that way. I find grammatical mistakes. Whatever. I catch myself stuttering and I hate it. But that's because I'm a psycho, so I like to nitpick and drive myself nuts.
All
So thank
comedians
you.
are.
I know, we're insane. But I don't know. I just did much like you. I just did a lot of acting. Like I did a lot of like I started acting when I was 7, and like most of the stuff that we did was like comedy based. So I think that I just developed that sense of like comedy rhythm to find the funny, and I think
sense.
that's what it worked for me. Somehow I found my way. Yeah.
Because a lot of you're so right. Hey, you said something on the dump today too. It would annoy you that because you grew up like acting, and your mom would come to all of and dancing, and your mom would come to your performances, and she would always be crying.
Right.
Because she was
like,
so happy that you were so wonderful, because she was happy, right?
Yeah, she was always just so emotional, like my baby. Oh my gosh,
you're like,
so good.
it.
I love it.
Lord.
Oh my God.
I have one like that. At my first, like, I did 20 minutes for my third show. All joke book jokes, don't be impressed. And at my closing number was me and my dummy sang The Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog over the music. And my grandma started tearing up.
Shut up, Grandma.
Yeah, shut up. This is my art. You don't get it. It's about racism and abortion.
Grandma's cool.
Yeah, she won't. She won't come to a show. She won't watch a show. She, after I turned dirty, she was like, "I'm glad it works, but I'm not watching any of it."
Before my mom's mother, my Nana, before she passed away, they took her to Italy, and I still was on a podcast called The Week in Sex.
Oh my gosh!
You can imagine what we would talk about on there, right?
Yeah.
We
were in a hotel, and she was in her room, and somehow she, on her phone, The Week in Sex came up, and Keanu was on there, and she didn't know how to. She was just like,
she couldn't turn it off.
Couldn't turn it off, and she was
like,
so mortified.
I covered my ears. I didn't know how to turn it off.
Oh my God!
It's just mortified.
It's like the worst nightmare. I'm so lucky that my mother doesn't speak English. Oh my lord, she would have hated half of my stuff because my jokes are so dirty. Like I have a lot of dirty sexual jokes. Also, when at like the crowd work, I always go for like most horrific stuff.
I do too. I maybe I rely on it too much, but I'm like, I want to know your complete sexual history, sire. Could you please tell me? Like, it's a weird thing, but it either works or it doesn't. So I totally get it. And so your grandma doesn't speak any English, and you're happy about that. You're like, if she ever saw me.
My mom or any of my aunts. My sister does, but she doesn't care. She's like cool with it. But mom and my aunts like around her, like they don't, and that's a blessing because like she would hate, like just a video that I posted last week was like, I want a guy to pee on me, and the caption was like, I'm glad my mom doesn't speak English. And then all of my friends from high school were like, yep, best caption ever. That is so true. Your mom would not like this at all.
Actually, yeah, what a luxury that
It
they
is.
don't. Yeah, it's so
Yes.
nice. I mean, my nana said, Keanu, she was like, are you still doing comedy? I'm like, yes. She's like, do you tell the kind of jokes that men say in pool halls? And I was like, number one, what's a pool hall? Number two, I'm like, well, I assume maybe. She's like, I just hope that you don't, because she was probably traumatized from what she heard on the Weekend Sex podcast.
I'm pretty
to
sure.
fall asleep to it.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, family
All
and
the
jokes.
traumas.
Too good. I am going to. This has been so much fun. I'm going to let you two go because I want Jake, you to be able to deal with your. First of all, I'm so happy that you're in a new relationship. What a doll she is.
New. How about first? How about just one at all? We started on the first rung of the ladder.
I know. So we got the exclusive. You have not talked to Visconti about this at all. So I'm very thankful for that. And you even kissed her on screen. I'm so excited.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Edging is in the past.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because I slip up, but it only lasts like 20 minutes. That's a 475% markdown.
I love it.
That's good.
So sweet.
I'm glad to know it.
He's like a
Me too.
junkie trying to get clean.
It really is. It really is. But
I didn't know that's what that was called, but I get it.
Yes,
yeah,
Mike
it's just
I
like
do
drugs.
that every day.
Oh, is that what I'm doing?
Oh wow! I still want this to end. Before I wrap it up, let me see if there's any more super chats that are you guys based. When I went to the FDR library, push-ups. Thank you for the $5 push-ups. Oh my gosh, $5 push-ups. When I went to the FDR library, he had a German copy because they said the first American edition censored all the anti-Jewish stuff. Is that true? I guess he's speaking about the.
Well, here's the thing. The reason that I love this edition, sorry, you can't see me. The reason I love this edition is because the one he's talking about is the one before 1939. Because before 39, Hitler did not authorize a fully translated version outside of German because they actually did a lot to hide how seriously they took all of their ethnic laws early on. And even during the final solution, they were like, we're just expelling them. But those ones were all censored, but this one is completely unabridged, and it's also annotated by like 7 different people, and it just rips it to shreds. So it's all complete.
Interesting. We've learned a lot about Mein Kampf tonight. I like it.
We really have. Something I would never look into in my life. So, and also I love that we got to know you without the puppet. Not that he's a crutch.
Yeah,
but,
you're completely interesting without the puppet.
You really are. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Yeah, and tell Gino I'm bringing in the book. I tell Gino the next time I come in, I'm bringing in that book.
Oh well, he will. I'm sure he'll be waiting with bated breath. He's very excited. Visconti, he's bringing the book in with for you to see. Mein Kampf, I believe. Yes.
What about Mein Kampf?
He's excited for you to see it.
He has it.
It's the actual one.
fan gave me one once and I lost it in a move. I'd love to see it.
What is wrong with all of you? Why do you
How dare
want
you
to?
lose that?
Is this a man thing that we don't know?
I'm just teasing. Oh my god. Okay, here's one more. Chris Thompson, thank you for the $5. Is Jake's mustache real? And how crazy is Libby? Okay, right. It's not Libby, it's Luby.
I
did you
wrote
do that on-
Libby.
What's
Is that your full name, Luby? What is
No,
your...
I was no. My full name is Lubitsa, and I was typing in so fast because I was trying to log in. I was a little late, and I think that I misspelled my own name.
That's what somebody else said. Does she know she misspelled her name? But that's
Jesus
fine.
Christ.
And I thought maybe I was like, does she just not want anyone to know who she is appearing on this?
Oh no, I'm just an idiot. That's all.
No,
I love it. Yes,
Lubitsa,
right,
that's
exactly.
pretty. I think that's a really pretty name,
Lubitsa.
Yeah.
The perfect alias for Luby, Libby. Nobody will suspect it.
Never. Never.
Chris Thompson, is Jake's mustache real? And how crazy is Luby? Asking for my imaginary friend Bosco. That's funny, Chris. And his mustache is real. And she's not crazy at all. She's quite intelligent. We love her. My God.
Crazy, just a little bit. Just a little bit. And not good with spelling.
All comedians are. You guys are. This has been fun. I'm so glad you guys came on together because you guys have the same sort of central thesis of how I got to know you, which is at Compound, and you sort of have the same story about it. And I really appreciate both of y'all's work on stage and off. And you're really. I'm honored to know the both of you because you're such interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah,
the feeling is mutual.
I was just about to say it. You like watching you. Remember when we performed together? This was like a few months ago. I think you saw me for the first time performing, and vice versa. And I was in awe. I told Gino when you were on stage, I was like, "Oh my God, she's floating and glowing at the same time." And then I realized that you finished school for acting, and that's why you rule the stage so well. You're so regal and so funny, and Gino is the luckiest man alive. I mean, you're lucky,
that's
Gino
nice.
is amazing, but this is just a great thing going on. I'm excited to come to your wedding. I'm suggesting everybody to rent an RV so we can have a huge party on the way there, but that's another topic.
I heard about that. I know. Can you imagine you all do an RV down to the wedding?
I want to do it. I really want to do it. But I am impressed with you as a human, as a comic, as an actress. You are, I don't even have to invite you to the dump. You or Jay, like you guys, the door is open. Whenever you feel like it, when you're like, oh, what's going on? I'm going to have coffee with Luby at Compound. You should do it.
I love it.
Door is always open. You have your background. Steve has it ready for you. With your favorite
yes,
word.
the untoward background. God, you're doing great on there, Luby. Thank you so much. God,
thank you.
That was so kind.
We love you and your family. So that's all you got to know.
You guys are both the best. We'll start with Jake. Tell the people where they can find you. And
At Jake, Jake Louie Comedy on Instagram, and Jake, the letter N, and then Louie on Twitter, which is really awful.
I love it.
A little bit.
And then Luby, tell the people where they can find you.
All right, Lubi Popovic NYC on every platform, and every Sunday at 1 p.m. I'm doing a trivia show in Astoria. We have great prizes and we drink a lot, so come by. And that's it for now. Go find my podcast if you speak Serbian.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I'd like to watch it anyway.
Well, yeah, no, just to hear your lovely voices.
You got it.
I would. Definitely.
Oh, thank you both for coming by. I'm going to invite you back again. Thank you. I can't thank you.
Lovely meeting you.
Thank you. Next time I'll be inside with Louie.
Yay!
See you soon. I feel like I know you both. So.
Molly, how fun are
They're very
they?
sweet. Oh my gosh.
So interesting. Oh my God.
Yeah, so smart. Luby is gorgeous and
so beautiful.
Nice
and
yeah. Very cool. And I give all of you credit for getting on stage and doing what you do. It's amazing. It's amazing that you get up there and do that. It's pretty amazing.
Do you remember when you guys came to, what was it, a bringer show at Broadway Comedy Club? And you guys hadn't even seen me perform yet. And then there was Stacey Pressman was the headliner. And then
and Alan was the host, right?
Yeah.
I remember it.
Dad leaned over to you, and you were all in the like front row, and Dad brought everybody in the place.
He did.
Drinks in the front row.
He did. He said, "Oh my God, I don't want her to go on. I'm nervous.
I don't want her to get up there." You're like, what?
Because he was nervous. But it was amazing when you got up there.
I know, and when I look back on that, I'm like, I must have fucking God.
It was great. No, you were very poised and professional. I mean, you were always. Not just because I'm your mom, just because I would always think that, but you were. I mean,
sweet.
Yes, fantastic. So
I love those two, and
Yep.
Jake is just as funny without the puppet as he
he's
is.
really
with-
interesting. Really interesting.
He's really smart. And Lubi, that the other thing about her is she is so poised and so funny. I didn't know she was a comedian actually.
Mhm.
And we were on this show together, and I'm like, what she said about me, I was looking at her the same way. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God. But that comes from, I think, because she was in theater her whole life.
Right,
And
right.
but imagine how intelligent do you have to be to translate humor.
I cannot even imagine that.
I like nuts. That's why I like you. I have to pee because
Just because you have to.
No, not because, but I have to pee before I pee my pants.
Just because you have to.
Yes. I'm going to go first unless you have to pee.
No, I'm good right now. Thank you.
So I will take myself out and I'll play the Rudy Giuliani video while we wait. And then if I'm not back in time, then tell them about how much you love me.
Okay, I will.
1, 2, and
3.
So at this restaurant right around the corner from where the Met Gala was happening. So I'm a hostess. I'm not from New York. Rudy Giuliani walks in. How could I possibly know who Rudy Giuliani is? I'm like, this guy, he didn't have a reservation.
Did he bring up 9/11?
He came in with his nurse. I'm like, ooh, this guy looks like he sleeps in a coffin. He looks a little bit familiar. He goes...
He does have.
It was horrible.
He does have Dracula vibes.
It was horrible. Rudy Giuliani walks in and goes, "Can I have a table for two?" And I was like, "We're really very busy." Like,
America's mayor? You did that to America's mayor?
How could I possibly?
What did he
know?
say?
He went, "Are you sure?" I was like, "I'm gonna have to go and check, sir. Like, I don't know why you would come in here without a reservation." I walk back. The guys are looking at me like, "That's Rudy fucking Giuliani, you stupid bitch. Put him wherever." I'm like, "I was just kidding, Rudy."
He didn't pull the, "Do you know who I am?"
No, I don't recognize names and faces. He didn't say, "I'm Rudy Giuliani, you dumb cunt."
I love that you shaded Rudy Giuliani.
I didn't mean.
I'm sorry, miss. You're gonna have to wait before we take another caller.
Did you ever make room for him at some point then?
I think I told an old couple, "Get the fuck up right now, Rudy Giuliani's here," or something. I don't. You're gonna, move it along.
President
Oh, God.
Obama, you're gonna have to rise from your seat.
It was years ago. I'm like, this guy looks familiar.
You kicked out a family of 9/11 survivors.
Yeah, probably.
Rudy Giuliani.
Somebody in a wheelchair. I'm like, okay, goodbye. No,
Very funny, Keanu. So this is my pink hat that goes with this outfit. I'm hoping Keanu likes it because she always makes fun of me in hats. And what do y'all think? Here or here? Like this? Like Gino wears his cap, only this looks more like
What are you doing?
I found
All the stars are here.
this outfit. Like, look, it's a John hat.
Yes, it's
What do you
wonderful news.
What do you think?
It's gorgeous.
Thanks.
Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Wait, why did you bring that out?
Because I have pink on and I went and looked for it.
She don't give a fuck.
Oh my gosh. She's wild looking. Anyway, because I like a hat. That's why I brought it out.
You are looking better in hats.
You're just getting used to it.
Maybe.
I refuse to listen to you guys telling me I look like a pea head.
I was diametrically
What looks like a
opposed to
pea
you
head,
wearing that.
what looks like a pea head is that beginning with my picture and everybody else looks great. And I have a pea head and a big mouth, okay?
Wait.
You think you could find the beginning, the show beginning or the advertisement for Keanu Cast, what is it, 51?
I was going to bring that up.
I mean,
so you're not into the photo that I have been using?
Not that photo. What?
I love that photo.
Why would you put that photo on?
I think
look
it's great.
crazy.
Your eyes look very blue. We'll show you what we're talking about. So Mickey has a big
I
problem.
look like a pea head with a big Italian mouth.
It actually, you know what I thought before I put that? It almost looks like sexual. And then I went, no, I don't think that.
Well, that's one ugly picture. Who would want to have sex with me with that picture?
The other photo that I have of you, remember how I made you take photos with me over the screen? The other one is so serious. I needed a happy one. So I was going to be like this.
Oh, that's one of them that we were doing together after the show.
Yes.
That's not.
I love that one. I think it's great.
Gosh.
Let me see. I'll show you all.
Yeah.
So Mickey has a problem with and listen, she's my co-host. I understand. Listen, I wouldn't want bad photos of me up either, but I think everybody really loves that photo of you.
It's disgusting. Okay. But I really like my hat. What do you guys think? I think it's a great hat.
I think it's marvelous.
Do you know where I bought it?
CVS?
No. This is a $2,000 hat.
What?
Yeah, I paid $2,000. I got it for $500 though because it was on sale. I loved it so much.
Is she serious? On Poshmark?
Mm-hmm.
It's you paid $5,000 for that conductor
No,
hat.
$500. No, it's a $2,000 hat that I got it on Poshmark for $500.
It's a hat.
It is, but it's a very special hat.
I don't know, a king wear it? You bought that, you spent $500 on that hat.
I did.
It should have been marked originally for $500, maybe. Even that is an abomination.
I got it at this very special discount at this very special store.
You
called
have a problem.
Kato.
Kato. So this was all a ruse?
I love when you believe me.
I did. I'm like...
It makes me laugh when you believe me.
My fucking...
And I bought it just to match this very special $10,000 t-shirt with these...
Okay, that I would have... But you're not one to wear a hat. And I know you have Poshmark, so I'm like, good God. With a $2,000 hat. She got me. I feel God.
I look like $2,000, don't I?
Look like $2. Maybe.
That's a stretch.
I can't believe it. So serious. I know it was. I'm like, oh my God. Who got in her head that she needed this $2,000 hat? Okay, well, you better save it for the next Met ball.
It makes me so happy when you believe me.
I wholeheartedly believe that.
I know.
That would be something you would do, though.
I love that. I love when you believe me.
My red bottoms came from Poshmark, right?
Yeah, those dangerous fucking red bottoms.
They're even scary for me to wear.
Those are fucking dangerous. I did the splits in them. I didn't even know I knew how to do splits. Okay.
I'm also a tad too tall in them.
You think?
I'm like, I almost wore them at Chrissy's wedding, and I'm like, I'm gonna bust my fucking ass.
Honest to God, they are not good.
I was gonna make a statement, but
a statement.
I wanted to make a red bottom statement, but I'm like, this is
Randy. It's all Randy's fault.
That's what came to mind because I thought, oh, this must be a Badgley Mishka hat. It was 2,000 and you could get it for 500. So you should get it.
I didn't talk in a southern accent like that.
No, he does.
Oh, he does. Oh, he does.
If it were you, it'd be like, hi, Mommy, what's going on? I found this hat. Okay, well, you know how I feel. Like, I don't think hats are like really your thing. But it was $2,000 originally. So I feel like I'm going to get it. And I love Poshmark. And it only has like one little mark on it. Yeah, but you don't really look great in hats. Keanu, you always say I don't look great in hats, but maybe you just don't recognize that I look great in hats. Everybody else says I look great in them. Well, is it worth $500? Maybe. I think that's a pretty good impression of our phone calls. You're crabby. So you can call me back whenever you're ready to talk. Wait, don't hang up. Don't hang up.
You're funny, Keanu.
Okay. Great.
You're very funny. You're very funny.
I know. Don't I know it? All right. So everybody tell me how you feel about this photo of Michaeline. Because I think it's iconic, but also I have how am I how am I supposed to know what photo you will and will not like?
Oh, for God's sakes, take a look at that photo. You know what? Let's see if anybody likes it. Tell us like or not. Yes or no. Yes or no.
Hang on, let me send it to myself. I thought it was jovial.
Wait. I'm sorry. Zulma goes, is Mickey smoking Ozempic?
Yeah, it does look like Ozempic. Yeah, Michaeline, that's not how you do it. Also, you're thin enough. It does. What the hell is that?
It's a lipstick.
You're giving all the boys lipsticks in the chat right now, I'm sure. Let's see. Oh my.
Their lipsticks are coming out?
That's a dog thing. I don't know why I said it. I feel bad.
You feel bad? Why?
Kind of. I shouldn't have said it. It really wasn't funny. It was more just gross.
It was kind of funny.
Watch this.
That is what
pretty funny.
like.
You laughed.
They come out.
Not that. This picture, I think. So Mickey is. She's big time in me. Like, I don't like that photograph. Never use it again for
what
promo
am I doing?
for me.
Big timing you? What does that mean?
It's just a phrase.
It's just like yeah. You guys say things. I'm glad you threw shade on. That's what I heard Chrissy say. I'm glad you threw shade on
Rudy Giuliani.
I mean, and
That's a common phrase. I shaded him.
is it? That's kind of funny. And
yeah, like shade
and
is good.
edging. Like I feel like I should go out and cut my grass.
Or like you do have sort of shaved edges on your hair.
I know.
You go to your barber.
I know the hair.
Oh my God. That was personal. Here, she doesn't like, so she's big timing me. She goes like, I don't like that photo that you used for the promo. I'm like, it's so cute. What are you talking about? Everybody loved it. You look so jovial. She's like, don't use that photo again. I said, well, can I keep it up now? She's like, yes, but never again. So you guys tell us what you think. I'm like, I don't know. How can I get, what am I to do when I don't have a proper headshot of you? This is what we ended up with. We spent 1 hour after one episode, and I'd be like, do this. And she was in the light, and this is what it ended up like.
And I'm sorry, when you tell me to pose and when you tell me to do this, it's really hard for me. That is disgusting. I look like a fucking helmet head. What's wrong with my hair? This is disgusting. Yay or nay, guys? Yay or nay?
1 in the chat for yay. 2 in the chat for nay. I think it's great.
Oh fuck! No way. What? My hair looks like a hat.
I think I love it. My stocks are rising. Let's see. I think it's beautiful.
No.
Let me look it up really up close. Look how blue your eyes are. The one problem is that you may kind of look like you're waiting for like a cum shot.
The one problem maybe is that I look like I maybe am waiting for a cum shot.
Maybe.
What kind of statement is that exactly?
Like it does look like okay. This is untoward.
I don't look like that.
Not typically.
So put the whole promo up there and see how beautiful everybody else looks.
But you're the fun one.
And this is the best thing you could have come up with.
This is all I had. I only have so many photos of you. Where your head's not cut off, or you're not at the wine bar, or I don't. So we did the whole. This is the other one that I have. I did, and you look very serious in it. You look like an author. And that's the other one I have to use. I told you, set up your ring light, take some photos of yourself that you like, and send them. Then we had to do it ourselves, and this is what it is. Now everyone's just jizzing on your very healthy looking tongue. Timmy said 2. Okay, Robert says 2. Okay, so nay.
Nay, of course, nay.
Give me some 1s in here. I like this photo. She's trying to grasp the meaning of it.
Courtney Body, this is true.
Guinevere, hi, Courtney. Yes, she does have a million good photos. You're right.
That is not one of them. Who is that clown?
I'm sorry. All right, let me find the other one.
This is the photo I want.
I know, but that's a full body. So I just need the head. And it's also not your body.
Yes, but here's the here's the head.
Okay, so you'd rather have that. Fine. Listen. Send it to me. Fine. That's perfectly fine. Oh, I have a
best thing about this is the body, and it's not my body, so that's a good
This
thing.
is my favorite.
Oh my God, you found that?
Yes, I brought it with me. My puppet. I'm gonna get good at it.
You have to learn how to throw your voice.
This one you look like Andy Warhol, and I love it, but I don't think you like it that much. But if you want this to be your other promo photo,
show me.
By all means. Actually, this is the one that I used for a few promos of us, and everybody loved it. So
everybody,
yeah, they did. They really did.
Trust you. God only knows what you're doing.
I love it. Please. Wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction.
Seriously.
This is the one that I think is iconic. And I don't think you like it either, but it's the one that I've used. What do you think?
I think that is really awful.
You look artistic.
I look like Keith Richards.
Yes, and he's still alive and running around on the stage.
No, not
oh
Mick
no,
Jagger.
Mick Jagger's running around.
Keith Richards.
I'll be your Mick. But you can play guitar. I think you look at Andy Warhol. Look, Mom, Zool McCool. Thank you for the 1999.
Thank you. That's very kind.
She's always hot. See?
You're very kind. Thank you, Zool.
Yes. See, Zool is
Very
right.
sweet. Very sweet.
Yes. 1 million Kiki bucks for you, Zool, for making Michaeline feel good.
Yeah.
You don't think you're hot here? What's that?
I'm poking that ugly face.
I like it. I mean, Mom, look how blue your eyes are.
Good God.
I think it's gorgeous. Maud Stewart.
Who is Maud Stewart?
Is that Rod Stewart? Like Rod Stewart? I always... Maybe a little Rod Stewart-y. I think it's cool. She looks like Milton Berle.
You don't even know Milton Berle.
Who is that?
No, it's true. Holy shit.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, look up Milton Berle.
I'm confused.
Look up Milton Berle. Want me to look him up? That's
What
horrible.
do you mean? Well, how do you spell it?
Milton Berle. That looks like B-U-R-R.
Burrell.
Yeah, look up Milton Berle. He was kind of a actor, comedian, Milton Berle.
Okay.
I do look like him. It's so true.
All I see is a bunch of felons. Maybe I'm not spelling it right.
Milton Berle.
No, this?
That's so funny. I love Zool McCool. First he says I'm always sexy, and then he says she looks
Hey,
like
Milton
Berle.
Berle.
Did you find it?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey. Oh my God.
I love it.
I wasn't spelling it right. It's not spelled like that.
Look right here. Okay.
Berell.
He literally looks better than me here. Okay.
Hang on, let's see. I'm not looking at you yet.
God.
Okay, yeah. Milton Berle. These are funny. Wait. Never heard this name in my life. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Let me find a color picture. Like a younger one. Zool, this was rude.
No, it's funny. I love it.
It is funny.
I look just like him. Right here, especially. Look, and he's even got an Ozempic pen in his which is a cigar.
An Ozempic pen. Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, there you are, I suppose. Let me see this dude. Milton, well, he lived till 93. Oh my God. That's too funny. Make that go away.
That's awful.
This is so fun. Oh my god.
All I can do is make fun of myself now because it's not going to get any better than
You look fabulous. You don't.
Oh shit. There he is. Put my picture next to him. Can you do that? Come on, can you do it?
I don't know. I don't think I can. Hang on. It's a very funny reference. It's also really horrible.
Zool, how old are you?
Milton Berle's age.
Oh god.
We love Zool.
I know. We do. They do.
Bing, 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 bing.
He's
bing,
always on
bing.
my side, which I love.
Yeah. It reminds me of it more. Oh. No. Go away. Get out of here, ad. It reminds me more of you remind me more of Andy War. I can't put them up at the same time. I think I could, but you remind. It's the Andy Warhol photo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it. Yes.
It is.
I understand. Like it should be.
I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Like, and I understand. Like I could have a photo like this in my house of me just like that, and it's it's just totally weird.
Black. No.
I'm embracing it. That's fine.
It's this one specific photo. You look exactly like him. And that's iconic, I think. Oh my god. Now, tell me this. Oh no, we can't do them both. Okay, stop this one. Tell me this doesn't look like that photo.
The thing is, he looks younger than me in that photo.
Well, that's rude of you to say about Andy. Look at him.
No, he looks younger. I mean, he looks younger. He doesn't have a wrinkle in his face.
You and the white hair and the
What kind of white hair is that? That's like Mo. It's like a bowl cut. That does. I think I look more like Mick Jagger or Keith Richards.
I think you look just like this, and I love it.
I don't look like that.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. No, he doesn't have. He has no wrinkles in his face. He's just got a plain face. I mean, kudos to him. He has no wrinkles. No, like really deep crevices.
What about this one? Hang on. This is so much fun.
Okay. Other than the hair and the glasses, this is more like my deep crevices right there.
Yeah.
He's got to purse his lips more. Could you tell him to do that?
Yeah, Andy. Mr. Warhol, could you please?
Yeah, that's a
purse your
dumb
lips more?
That's a really
But at least
dumb
you're
hair.
thin and chic.
No,
I love it.
That's a dumb hairdo.
So this is not the photo. That's not the photo that you want to be.
Wait. Courtney Buddy said she thought you were talking about this photo.
That one, yeah. It does look like you.
The hair's the exact same color.
Mickey, hold that up. That looks exactly like. That looks exact. Okay, you can put it down for a second, but compare the photos. I love when we get off on these ridiculous tangents. It looks exactly like this. Okay, ready? Look. 1, 2, and 3. Now, hold up those. I'll remove myself. I think. Nope. 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 Hang on.
I literally
I can't get it to be side by side.
That's okay.
But
I literally look more sinister than he does.
how do I make it go? I don't know. There it is.
That's fine.
That's you. That's you. And then this is Andy. I think it's you could be brother and sister.
Yeah, but I win the crevice award.
You stop it. Mickey at 85.
I don't care.
Listen.
I don't care.
All right, so I guess we have to do another photo shoot if you don't like your promo pics. How do you want to look? Do it now.
How do I want to look?
I have to be up in 7 hours. Thank you, Robert, for that. I will be co-hosting Still Till Morning Show tomorrow.
It's only 11:30 right now.
Yes, we're getting to 3 hours and then we're stopping.
That's fine. That's perfect. This was really fun tonight. I'm glad to talk to Lubi and to talk to Jake. That was really fun. What's his last name? I know Lubi
and Louie.
Jake.
I don't know what his last name is.
Louie. His name is Ann Louie.
No. So give us a pose. Put your face towards the camera. Give us can we do one of these? How do you want to look? How am I supposed to promote you if there's no photos that you like?
What do you want me to do with my hands?
Closer. Come closer to the camera. Okay, put the hands down first. You don't have to. Just come closer. But look at the camera. There you are. Now go. Now do one of these. Someone screenshot it. Do you want that? Do you want the hat and the promos? Okay. I'm seeing the side by side of Mickey and Andy on Twitter. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Where do you want me?
Wait, like this. Scooch forward. Center in the camera. There you go. Head down. This is you guys. This is exactly what we went through that you didn't see. That's where those two photos were born.
Because it's not natural.
No. Yes. Scooch forward. Head down. Well, not that much down. Stop. Now. Tilt. Cradle. Oh my god, your hands are so much bigger than your head. That is so weird.
I told you.
There's only so much I can do from
I have a
1,000 miles away.
Look at this. Look.
All right, now look at the camera the way that you want to look. Is that the way you want? I don't know. Let me look at it up close. That's the way. You're up like this. Go like this. There you go. Now look directly into the camera. I think for what we have for now, until I can get down there and take a proper photo of you, I think it's great. Now you have a faux hawk. I like that too. Chris Thompson, pull lower eyelids down with one hand and throw arm overhead and pull end of nose up. Eyelids down with one hand. Throw arm overhead. Oh. Like this? That doesn't seem right. We don't have the call-in number up. Should we take this? Let's see.
Press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Thank you for calling Keanu Cast. How may I direct your call?
Is this Keanu?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
This is Spicoli. You told me to call back again tonight.
I know. I didn't get the call-in number up. Hi, Spicoli. How are you doing?
Good. I have another little story that I could tell in less than 5 minutes. That's pretty good. It's another great story if you want.
What do you think? We haven't awarded the Untoward Award yet, I guess. So maybe we could put you on the board. All right. Less than 5 minutes. The time starts now.
Okay. I live out in the Palm Springs area, which has been, believe it or not, I love it because it's 35% gay people, and, so there's a lot of single women around. So, anyway, check this out. Now, we're voted the gayest city in California, even over West Hollywood, San Francisco. So, yeah, it's cool, But, okay, so here's the story. So,
that wasn't the story? Okay, well, you're down to 3 minutes.
Okay. Once a month, there's this guy, that I know throws a poker party at his house, and I buy in usually for about 1,000. Some guys buy for 5,000, 10,000, and we play hold'em, 10, 20, 5, 10 hold'em, whatever. Okay, some guys play unlimited and stuff. I've seen guys, win or lose 15,000 in one night. These are guys who are millionaires. It's in Ransom Ross, California. Average 90% of people are millionaires. Okay, so check this out. So the host of the party, he lives in a 5,000 square foot, kind of semi-custom. It's a mansion kind of thing on a half acre. So he's got money, and there's usually like 25 dudes show up. There's 2, 3 tables, whatever, and people rotate in and out. Okay. So this guy, he's getting 10% of everything, all the money. He gets 10% of all the pots. So that's how he makes a little extra money to cover the expenses, where it means he's got an open bar. We can get any drink we want.
Got it. Useless. All right. Okay, cool.
Here's the thing. I could smoke weed outside. He brings in the station lady who brings in a sushi chef, and they're making fresh sushi for us, and we can eat it all night as much as we want, because it's part of, we don't have to pay for it because he's getting 10% of all the pots. Okay.
Right.
Here's the control. Okay. So usually there's 2 or 3 girls who are 22 to 27. They're usually local girls, obviously, and some actually go to the local community college where I went. I didn't recognize any, and last time there was this 27-year-old Ukrainian girl there. This was about a month ago. Okay. So
okay, happened a month ago. Young girls, gambling.
Okay,
all right,
so
cool.
No. Well, let me explain. They're the hostesses. Their job is they get tips from. They're considered hostesses, whatever. Okay, the 3 of them basically, they bring over, if you're playing, they bring over the drinks, they bring over, you can eat at the table, ask you what you want. They basically kind of serve as the host.
All right, listen, you're going to have to call back next on Toward Tuesday. Our chat is at a standstill because, listen, we need you to hit the highlights. We're getting ready to wrap up. I love you. I love this. Call back next on Toward Tuesday. It'll be a cliffhanger. Okay. I can't love him, but I can't. I don't know him, but very nice. I said 5 minutes was too long. 5 minutes was too long. We know what a hostess does. And listen, I love him. I'm helping him with his storytelling skills. I hate to be mean. I don't think I was being. So we have that to look forward to next week. It's a cliffhanger.
Okay, this is how I want to look. Not on this. Not push closer. Okay.
I have to do it? You have
Yeah,
to
so
do
I
it.
can. No, I don't want my boobs to show. I want it to be.
You're going to look nude.
That's what I want.
Okay.
Push closer. I'll show you if you push closer. How do I do it?
Yeah, I can't push you closer.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Forget it. That's
Wait,
all
do
right.
it again. I'll put you on the screen and I'll take your photo.
Put me on. Yes. Okay. I'll tell you how I want to look. Put me on the screen.
Right.
I guess I'm just gonna whatever. Up close though, okay? Can you hear me? Maybe you can.
You don't have to stick like that. I will use this.
That's how I want to look.
That's it. I love it. You do look quite young.
That's how I want to look.
Maybe having a stroke, but okay, love it. All right, perfect. We'll use this for all of your promos from now
But I
on.
didn't want. I wanted it not to be. I wanted it to be up close though.
Look, you look so proud.
I
Like-
do. I like it. So what do you think? Yay or nay, you guys?
Yay. All right, fine. Fuck me. We like that one better. She's like this.
We can crop all that out, right? It doesn't matter. It's fine. The pink is fine.
Can you check? Speaking of this, you look like you're going to. I'm going to look for a bell and a cat ass. The cat. How is Kit doing?
He's around. He's moping around a little. Hey, Kit, where are you? Come here.
I don't know though. I can't believe he ate the bell.
He was picking something and it was driving him crazy out of his teeth. It was scaring me. It must have got caught or something. And he was like, and he wouldn't let me near him. Come here, Kit. Are you okay? Are you okay? I know you swallowed that bell. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't play with the cords. Don't play with the cords.
Pick him up.
Come here, Kit. Come here.
Cat check.
Cat check. Come here. It's like a hat check. Like a cat check. Come here. No. Come here. Come here, mister. Come here, Freddie. Are you okay? Are you okay? He's not okay, I don't think. He's goofy. Look. Are you okay?
Oh, you're so bad.
Are you okay? Oh no, the bell is still here. What the heck? Maybe it was the little dinger in the bell. Because it's not ringing anymore.
He got the bell caught in his teeth.
He got the little dinger out of the bell. You know how the little dinger in the bell is? Because the bell's not ringing anymore.
Oh, well, if that's the case, he'll poop that out.
He must have got that caught in his teeth because he was trying to drag that out of his teeth. It looked so painful. Come here, Kit. It wasn't the whole bell. It must have been just the little dinger in the bell because it's not ringing anymore.
He's like, I don't want you to know where I am. That can't be any bigger than a baby.
No, it's like a BB. I'm sure they didn't put some poisonous thing on it, like Of course, it probably was made in China.
The cat bell company put something to put poison it?
No, like something that's not nickel free or not whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm sure he's fine. It was just the bell, the
because the bell's still there, but it's not ringing anymore. So
oh yeah, a lead bell. I don't think it's made of lead.
It's like I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Why would it be made of lead?
I don't know.
Yeah, he'll just poop that out. Oh well, thank God. I was thinking a big bell.
Well, I thought it was the whole Jingle Bell, okay, but it wasn't.
Well, thank God.
So,
I guess we got to pick an Untoward Award winner.
Yeah, who would that
and
be?
again, Spicoli,
What happened?
back next week.
What happened with the man?
We were all falling asleep because he doesn't know how to hit the highlights, so I had to teach him. Also, I didn't have the call-in number up. So, a different bell. I heard your bit before you sat back down. Yeah.
We found the bell!
Oh my God, it's a miracle. Do it again. Now do this.
Shame. 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 Shame.
I'll go one better than that.
Okay. Good. She's feisty.
Shame. 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 It's like trying to rub your belly and pat your head at the same time. You're not ringing the bell. Also, what are you throwing at yourself?
Tomatoes.
They're like cherry tomatoes.
They're heavenly tomatoes. Heavenly.
Hey, are you gonna eat them now? They've been on the floor. Shame. 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 You know shame. Oh, you don't like my comedy? Well, fuck you.
No, they were throwing shit at her. It wasn't the bell ringer. She was the shameful person, and they were throwing shit at her.
She threw cherry tomatoes at her iPad.
Well, they're not exactly cherries. They're these elongated tomatoes.
I know you love those.
They're like kind of like.
Oh, Courtney just sent me about 57 screenshots.
Like this is like a cherry tomato.
Michaeline, she's edging. You know what? Sometimes when
it's like a lipstick. It's a lipstick.
Sometimes when it gets late at night, this podcast is like edging, but you feel no relief after. It just goes on and on and on.
It's a lipstick.
That's gross. I don't like those. Look at this, Mickey. There we are.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I get it, but he looks younger than me, and that's okay. He doesn't have as many miles on his face as I do right there.
But I disagree. I think these are pretty. I can't tell the difference.
Well, I mean, I like it. I think the photo's pretty good. We both have black on, all the way up to our neck.
I think you should write a book just so you can use this photo.
I like it. I do.
You are just like Andy Warhol. There we are.
Courtney. You're amazing, Courtney. Sheesh.
I think it's cool. I think
that's pretty cute. Both of us.
You're not. Yeah, fine. You're not looking at this camera. That's the problem. That's something. Look at this is when your hands are bigger. Your hands are larger than your head. Very odd.
It looks. I don't know what it looks like. I like it though. It's kind of fun.
Why would you like that? Wait, I mean, I like it. You got to look forward.
But yours is a little blurry.
Hey, we're not trying for me. I can.
I look like I have chiclets on my fingers.
Yeah, you do. That's weird. Oh, look! I didn't realize I'm back there in my other form.
Oh yeah, there you are.
Vase Kiki.
Yeah, Vase Kiki. She's so pretty.
Oh, and then we had this direction.
Yeah. Who told us to do that?
Chris Thompson. Thank you. That was worth the $5. That was awesome. Pull lower eyelids down with one hand. So arm overhead. Pull up end of nose. I think that's actually a really cool thing. And then we were so rudely interrupted. We weren't rudely interrupted. Spicoli called back on Untoward Tuesday. All right.
I know.
We could do this again. That is kind of iconic. If we were at the Met like this, when we get invited to the Met Gala, I'm manifesting it. I think that's part of our outfit. That pose.
Strike a pose.
Strike. Oh my God. We don't look very happy. No one is ready. Why is no one ready? You know what you are? Speaking of Devil Wears Prada, the pursing of the lips. That's you. You know when she doesn't like one of the looks, she purses her lips, and that's the worst thing. Wow.
I just do that in my normal life, purse my lips.
How am I your daughter?
What do you mean? Oh,
like we look like, who knows what? What's
wait, you definitely look different.
Oh my God, look at that. You did both lower eye. Oh my God. This is awesome. You look like Gollum.
I have no hair.
That's so cool. Very fucking cool.
I love this one of you. You know, that's beautiful.
I like you. You look like a cabbie. See, this is what I was trying to get you to embody. And then you were laughing at me. And then, but also you look like, ha, what are you doing? Just coming from a modeling shoot.
I love this one. I'm like laughing at you.
You're like, that looks stupid.
No, you look like a flower, and a head is growing out of it.
I was trying to make you do the same. We were trying to create a tableau. You see,
tableau.
It's French for pretty picture. In summation, cute. Wow,
those are funny. Those are fun and funny. I like them.
Oh,
Courtney, so much fun.
She really knows that.
I know she's so much fun.
Yes, I'm just trying to teach you. You're almost there. We'll get it. We'll work for another hour after this on it.
Okay, Keanu. What's that one?
He's like, no, this is how I want to look. Hi, I would like to look like this, please.
Ooh.
You're scary, but your eyes are blue. Chin down. Oh, all right. Michaeline, we almost have it there. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm. We do almost have it there. We have both of our hands crossed the exact same way. Leaning the exact same way.
Now yeah, it's weird. What are they saying, these people? Yeah, we're freaks. One time there's these videos of us, not one time, many times. You'll take a video of us and we'll be like, just start walking the same way, and it just looks like freaky.
Sitting the same way.
Oh, yeah, genetics are bizarre. Yeah, I think. Oh, there you are. Now you're just laughing at my coaching.
I can't help it. I'm laughing at you, but I'm laughing at me too. Mostly me. Like, ooh.
We'll find a way. Catching, span, and bring. Wow. We have to pick an untoward award winner.
Okay.
And then we must go.
Okay.
Oh, we had 10 minutes left.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Michaeline. All right. Thank you, Spicoli,
Speaking
for
of
calling
Ozempic-
in. We're going to have to what?
Speaking of Ozempic pens, I wish I had one.
They're not one of our sponsors, Ozempic, but you know who is?
Reed Street Soap Co.
Right.
They're fantastic.
They are. Promo code KikiBox for 15% off, ladies and gentlemen. You know them. We love them. We love Reed Street Soap. Bacchanal Candle, Kiki After Dark Candle, Keanu Cast Candle, Michaeline Candle, the Breakfast at Gino's Soap on a Rope. There's so much. David Carpenter messaged me today. He bought the entire line for one of his friends. She loved them so much. Really. Just
You're going in and out on your microphone.
Hello?
That's better.
Stink. She loved them so much. He was just like, oh my gosh, thank God. Because we're not fucking around. Reed Street Soap Company, ladies and gentlemen. It's just, they're the best
going on for sure.
They're the best in the biz. Promo code KikiBucks for 15% off. Flagship Keanu Cast Candle. But there's so many more. So many more. I had another drop for them and I can't. What are you doing?
Playing with my Ozempic pen.
What's going on? Stop it. White Claw break.
I'm just feeling rather jolly this evening.
I love it. Isn't it? Oh. Ozempic sponsor Mickey. Interesting. If you're thin, all right. If you get an Ozempic sponsorship and White Claw will not sponsor me, there will be hell to pay. I love that not one but two people in my life have contacted White Claw. Gino emailed them even. It's like,
really,
gotta sponsor this girl. They're like,
oh my
get
God.
out.
Did they say no?
Yes.
Did they answer him? Really?
Yes. And I think I just spit. That's how much I love White Claw. Robert did it too. But yes, Robert did it as well. Like, please, you must. And then they said no.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Mickey
Well, that
would
ain't
disappear.
right.
Can you imagine? She would be nothing but her fake breasts. floating around. Wouldn't that be funny? Oh.
No, Ozempic would work well down here on me.
No, you don't need Ozempic. Kiki After Dark, ladies and I dropped my thing. Kiki
What was
After
it?
Dark. It was my friggin' cigarette holder. I was gonna do a gong. It's Kiki After Dark. We did it. We have so much more in store for the next coming weeks. Untoward award winner. We must get to it. One cigarette length time. And then we're out. All right. Also, Spicoli, call back next week. Please call back. Please.
I don't know what happened out here. I was in there.
You were bored to tears.
I wasn't bored. I wanted to go look how I wanted to look. Show me how I look. Show me the picture of this.
On my okay. What? I wanted to look. Show me how I look. This is how you want to look.
That's how I want to look.
That's what you would like for your promo. That's what you would like for me to put on every poster from here on out.
Yes.
You said it, and it is so. All right, fine. I love it. I gotta make a drop of this.
Send me that picture.
Not now.
Oh, that's okay. Courtney Body already sent it to me.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys are all enjoying your chat.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
She's having so much fun.
Oh my gosh, we're just goofy. I'm getting.
I know.
Sometimes when I get stressed out, I have to scratch my wrists. But I'm not really stressed, but I'm getting itchy on my wrists. You don't even know what
I have nothing to say. I have no idea what to say. Sometimes when I get stressed out, I just have to scratch my wrists. I'm not stressed out. I
have to scratch my wrists. Sometimes when I was early on in my life, I would scratch my wrists until I would make scabs on them. I'm letting it all
I
out.
understand it. I have anxiety. Like I love to pick a scab.
Did you ever make 4 scabs into your head?
You had 4 at one time. She would always be picking at her head. If I have a good scab on my head, I pick the shit out of it till there's a bald spot.
So there was one point when I owned Body Firm, which I was so stressed out. Body Formula, I owned that little gym, and I would make scabs on my head, and then it was so satisfying to
pick them off. I know.
Pick them off and take the scab and pull it through my hair.
Oh, nothing's better than that.
It's true.
Nothing.
Yeah, I had 4 scabs on my head at one point. But
There
that
was some sort of boil or something I had on my face.
You did?
What did I have? It wasn't a boil. I have on my face.
It was a boil?
Why did I have a scab on my face? Maybe it was because I have a cracked lip right now when the weather changes, but there was something I had on my face that I couldn't. I was so happy to pick at it. And Gino was just, stop picking at your beautiful face. Don't pick at your beautiful face. I'm like, just let me do this. Oh, amazing. I love a good scab.
Me too.
Are we interrupting you?
No, I'm just looking at what producer
What
Roberta said. That's the cover of a YouTube boy album.
What is that? Who is that?
It says it's the cover. That's the cover of YouTube boy album.
The U2 album? Oh, so it's like you.
YouTube boy album.
All right, we got to pick one of these untoward winners.
Because he's got his arms up behind his head like that.
You look just like a little boy. Are you happy?
Yes.
You love Bono.
I really don't like him.
You don't like him at all.
I think he's just pretentious, and I don't like that. I don't like people who.
Anna Wintour is the number one person on the first person on the untoward board, because Ashley called in, and she did not invite me or you or her to the Met Gala. Check on your cat. Turn around.
What you doing, Kit? He's. What is this now?
Ooh, bend over. A tomato. Mommy.
You told me to. It looks like some kind of, I don't know, a piece of broccoli or something.
Oh, good.
I did make cooked broccoli tonight.
Number 2 on the list, we have Paul, and I'm going to have to go back to my notes, and I took diligent notes, but Paul, it was Crazy Street. Oh, the DUI from 2002. And then he heard the chief of police talking about him. Remember, Paul?
Sort of.
And then they let him out. God, I always think I'm going to fucking remember. Okay, here.
I'm going to start writing them down in entirety so that we can get more of a, so that I can remind you. I have my computer paper right here with my pen.
Paul, I remember, was in the drunk tank, and then he heard them and the chief of police talking about him, and then they let him out. I loved Paul. Paul was a new caller. He gets points for that.
Yeah.
David Carpenter. Talking to a male model. David Carpenter called in, and it was a really good story. Went for a drink with a friend, they were talking to a male model. They made out. Remember, they made out, and she had a husband. That's right. And they sang karaoke. David Carpenter was that was.
And he
a great
felt
story.
bad, right? He felt bad.
Yeah, he did feel bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paul, David, and then Michaeline. I don't know what you did, but you're on here too. And then Spicoli. So basically, in my mind, it's between Anna Wintour, Paul, and David Carpenter. Oh, it's a tough choice because Paul's a new caller. David Carpenter's really told a good story. Anna Wintour didn't invite us. I know what I'm going to do. And this might be radical. Anna Wintour gets the honorable mention. Right?
Yep, I think so.
Because we deserve to be invited to the Met Gala. Thank you. Congratulations, Anna Wintour. And that basically goes to Ashley as well. And then Paul, new caller, second place in my mind. He was in the drunk tank. We love a good drunk story. Congratulations, Paul. And they were talking about him, and he heard it. But David Carpenter, because he loves Reed Street, and he made out with a woman, and he had a fun night, and he felt bad about it. David Carpenter, congratulations. You win the Untoward Award for this week. You may collect your prize money. All 3 of them. Here. David Carpenter, you get a Kiki Bond. Isn't that exciting?
Yes.
Isn't that exciting? Paul, here's 20 Geeky coins.
Wow.
Ashley and Anna Wintour, you get 10 Geeky bucks. Wow.
Very good.
It really was a good episode. And then Spicoli, call back in next week. We had no time. Look, we're already at 3 hours and 2 minutes, and you got to learn to hit the highlights, you know.
Especially when we're at the end of the broadcast, sort of. We're trying to wrap up. Keanu's trying to wrap up.
Right. So maybe he'll know better next time. But it seemed like a very good story. He just couldn't really. There were too many details in the story. It's not a novel. You gotta hit the highlights.
Got it like this.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Piece of the story should be as fast as Elliot pushed me down.
I was there.
Somehow sleeping until you weren't. Oh yes, we have a $1 million geeky buck coming. It's in the works.
Oh gosh.
That's very special. Very special.
Really special. I love your earrings, Keanu, tonight. Very cute.
Thank you. I got them in Rock Hill. Kinky don't stay up. Everybody's saying Kinky don't stay up too late. I know I have to do steel toe in the morning. Thank God it's only midnight. That's good. This has been a very fun episode. Very fun episode.
It was really fun. Yep. Really enjoyed it. I love our guests. They were great.
Did I miss any of these? I may have. Okay. This is my favorite super chat. Let's do it again just for old time's sake.
Pull lower eyelids down with one hand. Throw arm over head and pull end of nose.
Look how, also, do you want to know how we just did that in like unison? Do it again. So follow the instructions again. I just noticed it. Lower eyelid down.
Eyelid down with one hand and throw arm overhead.
Look at how we both went like this.
And pull end of nose up.
Iconic. Marvelous. That was very cool.
I liked it. It's very good. I liked it.
We read that. I think I missed a couple. Hang on. Let's see. We read that. Anyone else notice Lubi spelled her name wrong? Yes, we know. Thank you, Push-Ups, for the $2.
Lubitsa. Her name is
Lubitsa. Oh my gosh.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Jake and Louie. God, they were great guests.
Speaks any other languages? And does she get to go back to Montenegro and see her family?
No.
I just wonder.
Push-Ups, thank you for the $2. Please tell me Louie offended those wimps. I think he meant Luby. Thank you for the $2. Jake actually is read up on Yugoslav history. Okay. I did that one. Oh, J-Quan G, I'm sorry. God, I should have read this while Luby was here. Thank you for the $1.99. You are so much better than on the dump than Bobby. Yes, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, Bobby was he just sucked the air right out of the room. Horrible.
Yeah, she's great. She's just
love her.
Great.
Jingle
She's
butt.
just calm and cool, you know. Jingle butt.
Kitty, because jingle, not jiggle. Because your cat ate a bell.
Jingle butt. I got it. I knew it. I knew it didn't say jiggle. I can read.
I'm sorry. It's stupid of me. It's stupid. Hello.
Is there anyone out there? Come about. Come about.
There were 6 people saved from the waters that day.
She just shoved Jack right into the ocean.
She did. She's like, get the fuck off me. You're a spoiled brat, even.
I'm on the door, okay? Get the fuck. Sorry you're freezing to death, but I'm not gonna ever make room for you on the door. Or even take turns. So just fuck off.
I'm so cool. Don't you do that. You're gonna survive.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna make lots of babies.
Die. Like an old lady in your bed, warm in your bed.
Die. An old lady, warm in your bed. Okay.
And then he's just like,
yeah, what a nice poor gentleman. And she's like,
sorry,
you got a boat, bitch.
Sorry you froze to death in the ocean in the great Atlantic North Sea. But I'm a big baby and I have to lay on the door. And you don't get a turn, Jack.
And she's like, Jack, the boats are here. Jack, like he's dead. Jack. Come back. I love you. Actually, it is really horrible. It makes me want to cry.
Every time she gets on that fucking door, I don't want it to happen. I just want her to fucking share with him.
I love the first part of the movie. I'm like, I don't want the ship to start sinking.
No, I know.
Oh, God. Peak in the pit of your day.
My whole day was a peak because the painters are here and they're starting to paint my house.
Wonderful.
They're doing the prep work right now. And
whee!
Then I was, hey, baby Kiki.
I feel underrepresented in this episode.
Oh.
But I'm happy.
Well, have the floor. Have the floor.
I'm happy. My peak is always Michaeline's peak because when she feels best when she's getting a house painted. She likes a freshly painted house.
I like a fresh house.
I want you to know that I really love this episode tonight. And Michaeline, thank you for slicing me out of your belly.
You're welcome.
That's the peak of my life. I'll fly away now, and I can't wait to hear more peaks of Michaeline's day. Flying baby Kiki out.
I won't go to, and then I got called at 2:00 to go teach a 4:30 class just because I don't mind subbing. It's always interesting because it's so stop it. So when I walked into Charlotte Avenue, there were a couple people I did not know, but most of them I did. And my one friend said, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna call my sister. She's gonna be sad if she misses this." Oh my gosh, it's Mickey.
Oh my God.
So that's a peak of my day.
Oh my gosh. Actually, speaking of that, I'll tell you what got me there was that when Grandma ran away, the neighbor was one of your people in the class, right?
Angela. She's taken my class before, but she does Zumba and she comes in on Tuesday evening for the other Alicia. And I see her every Thursday for sure. And yeah, she's a YMCA person. She's lovely and very nice.
Well, a peak of my day was that the what shall we call it? It's not a nursing home. It's an assisted living place.
Yeah, but she's gonna have her own apartment.
Yes. So they came So they came and my grandma is having a tough time not wanting to go to somewhere to help her live. And she made a break for it not too long ago in the car.
Sunday.
So they had the people from the nice, lovely, the nice, lovely place. They came, they brought her hamburgers because that's her favorite thing. And they spoke with her about it. And she seems to be in good shape over it. So that's the peak of my day.
Yeah. That's good. It's a good thing.
Purple cane, purple cane. I only
cane,
want to see you walking with the purple cane.
Purple cane, purple cane.
So,
purple cane, purple cane.
So, in about a week, they said someone will die and she'll have space. That's basically what it was. It's like waiting for an organ, you know? You're just hoping for people to die.
Or an orgasm.
Not if you're edging.
I'm on the edge.
Waiting for an organ to give you an orgasm.
Of glory. I'm waiting on a moment of truth. I'm on the edge of glory. And I'm waiting on a moment with you. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge of glory. And I'm waiting on a moment, waiting on a moment.
And that is where we leave you. Catch me on the Steel Toe Morning Show tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then tomorrow we have our second episode of Nightlife with me, Chrissy Mayer, and Violet Brandani. Catch me emceeing if you're in the New York area or the Brooklyn area. Get tickets now for the Fuck the Uniparty event. I will be the MC and host of that. And follow Keanu C. Thompson. Subscribe if you're not subscribed here. That's just rude to watch and not subscribe. Become a member if you're not a member. Thank you, Jake. Without Louie. Thank you, Lubi. God, follow them everywhere. Thank you to all of our butt rug babies. You guys are the eel's hips. You're the cat's pajamas. You're the bee's knees. Kiki and Michaeline. Out.
Bye, y'all.